And we should be good. We should be good. What's good? What's good, everyone? How you guys doing? How's everyone doing? What did I just read? Do you condone shit? I mean, if you're defending your life, it doesn't matter who it is, right? That's an interesting question. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Bryce, Enclave. It's good. It's time. Maya, good to see you, Maya. Good to see you. I saw you in the pre-stream chat as well. How you doing? Oh, I think it's playing from my phone. Let me turn that down. It is time indeed. Got an interesting background too. I think the background's pretty cool. See, let's wait for everyone to come in. Let's wait for everyone to come in. I mean, there's quite a lot to talk about. I mean, I've talked about a good amount already, but I guess I want to kind of talk about the future as well. Because this is kind of endgame stuff, isn't it? The whole Megumi stuff. Yo, what's good? Eternal Flame, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Donut operators? You mean no operators? New video? Did he make a new video? I think I saw him post about it on Twitter, I think. Doing good? Good to hear. Waiting for someone to talk about Yuji. Yeah, pretty interesting. I mean, Yuji needs to listen. He needs to have his moment. He needs to have his moment sooner rather than later. Like, come on. At this point, it's just depressing. It's actually just depressing how he's been getting punched around. Let me move everything around. Here we go. Yeah, he needs some, like, this is kind of crazy because usually people hate ass pull power-ups. People hate those, right? But, like, I swear the JJK fandom, people are just begging, like, a power friendship power-up or something with Yuji because of the treatment he's getting, man. Like, damn. I feel like Yuji's going to be fine. Good video working on that? Interesting. I didn't know you made stuff for Eternal Flame. I hope it turns out well. Savage. Hey, that's your name is. That is your name, indeed. He does Yuji honestly as a victim? Man, he needs like a power or something, man. Like, seriously. He just needs it. I mean, you know my theory, my OG theory. I think it's like my second most viewed JJK video, where I made it like half a year ago, where it goes, he's not going to get Sukuna's curse technique. I think he probably will. At this point, maybe. But my theory goes, he's not going to get that. He's going to get Sukuna's flames. So, because I don't know, the curse technique doesn't like fit him. So, you know, it's one of my oldest theories. Maybe, hopefully it's true. But I wouldn't mind him getting Sukuna's curse technique. I'm a copy and paste some talking points. I have to get things started. Interesting, unless you're doing Discord jumps in today. If you want to, Maya, I wouldn't mind that later on. That would be interesting. Just started 2 weeks ago. Best of luck. Do not stop Eternal Flame. Trust me, the first couple like days, weeks, months, or even years, you know, it depending. Sometimes some people have like even a couple days or weeks that like instantly become big. Some people take a couple months, and no matter how long it takes, just stay consistent, you know, and as long as you enjoy it, most important thing. I think Yuji's going to have an honor, same, he needs to have something, man. I mean, this is just tragic. This is actually tragic at this point. Like, damn, man, he's just getting bullied. I mean, he had like the worst gut check ever. His guts actually got checked and blown out, so. Eternal Flame. Yeah, good luck, man. Good luck, Eternal Flame. Do not stop. Just make sure, you know, you put tags in the description, in the settings as well, like in the edit part, put like all the tags in. That helps a lot, you know. But yeah, I'm kind of curious, like, do you guys have any theories on what's going to happen? Because I've seen a lot of good ones, like, you know, maybe nobody's going to show up. Something like that. Alright, if you think we can do it later, for sure, Maya. Maybe, I'm not too sure as of now. Like, I kind of just go with things on the fly. So we'll see how it turns out, right? Good to see you, Oliver. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. But yeah. I mean, also we got some good music in the background too. Hey, MKO. Man, Yuji needs to leave. He can't make any... I mean, I remember if Heavy Weather comes in today, he's like hilarious. I think it was like 2 streams ago. He's saying Yuji's honorable moment is gonna have him go from grade 1 to Supreme grade 1. I was dying. Unironically, I think Takaba's about to fight Sukuna to allow Maki and Yuji to escape. I mean, yeah, I've always said, not always, it's been a month I've been saying this. I made a tweet about like how Takaba's gonna die to Sukuna. I always thought that was going to be further on the series, but it seems like it's gonna happen very soon. Like, I truly think Takaba's gonna die. You know, maybe not. We'll see. I'm also sure I think it's going to be tone all the pain, depression, to cast energy. Maybe I saw like someone on Twitter actually said it's gonna be something like Ichigo's moment where he says, "I am the sword." Maybe something like that with Yuji. I don't know. Maybe. Now Yuji gets healed. I'm not too sure. He needs to either someone heal him like Yuta or Nobara. I mean, Sendai's pretty far away though. Like the colonies. I checked that today. It's just pretty far. Maybe Yuta comes in fast enough. Maybe Nobara, or maybe he just heals himself if he awakens. You know, I think even Maki, Wataka is gonna save Angel. Probably one of the two. Yeah. Or maybe Angel. I don't think Angel will take over, but that's possible as well. That's possible as well. Alright, let me do that so that moves as well. And open these two. Pretty interesting, pretty interesting. Hey, Soma, what's good, Soma? How you doing? I'm good, man. How are you? How are you? What if he unlocks his own memories on the brink of death and figures out something he didn't understand before? I mean, the issue is like, at the very least, he doesn't have a... Right now, I'm just saying, I think he's going to awaken something. Maybe he's going to awaken a curse technique. But at the very least, he doesn't have some hidden curse technique. Like, that's not unawakened. So if he awakens it, I think that could happen. But he doesn't have something he doesn't know about. The reason I say this is because A, the author confirmed it, and B, Higuruma's domain expansion confirmed that there's no... What's it called? Like, there's no curse technique to Yuji, so... Don't think Hana will die. I mean, yeah, like, Hana's just introduced. And imagine Gege just introduced her, gave her like a whole flashback just to her to get, like, McDonald's Big Mac by Sukuna. Maybe not, I don't know. Gege's kind of, you know, brutal, so he doesn't really care that much. But I don't think he'd do that. That's too far. Depends on how quality transfer works. Could be... Oh, that's true, Maya, actually. I didn't think about that. Because I always assume, because there's like a link between each colony, like every time you see in all the colonies, there's like a line that connects them. And that's a part of the barrier. It's like there's a barrier line that connects them. So I'd actually always assume they'd have to travel between these, like, this barrier line. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right, actually. I do know what usually saved. He dies? Bro doesn't like flames? I think the flames would be dope. Oh, this song is actually pretty great. Prologue. Yeah, it's pretty good. Flames kind of lame power. I think it's dope though. Like, it's kind of typical shonen main character-ish, so I get that. But it suits Yuji. Like, the Cleave and Dismantle doesn't suit him at all. It's like, I've been saying this for like half a year now. I was remember hearing some other Sukuna was holding his own. Yeah, actually, I think that was yesterday. Actually, we were talking about that. It was a theory how Yuji's ability, like Sukuna's holding it back. So maybe. Starting to worry if Gojo's gonna make it alive by the end of the series. I mean, if Gojo gets unsealed, like, he's clapping everyone, bro. If Gojo gets unsealed, like, it's over, bro. That's good. I can't even lie. I'm a Gojo fan, so that's what I think. I was watching The Last of Us, so HAIEN era is coming, clickbait, as now we're here. I mean, HAIEN era is coming. You know, Kenjaku said it himself at the end of Shibuya, so, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, if we don't get the HAIEN era after all of the hype we got from Kenjaku at the end of the Shibuya, I would be kind of disappointed. Actually, by the way, Maya, if you want to come in, I actually wouldn't mind that, because I think you were saying that earlier. So, hey, there's that. There's that as well. I was watching... Oh yeah, I read that. I need Yuji to... I mean, the thing is, Master Black Flash, it's going to be useless. Well, what's it going to... It's not going to matter. He's going to get one-shot by any of the high tiers anyway. Like, even if he can do Black Flash at will, he gets one-shot by anyone, you know? But yeah, reverse curse technique for sure. Uyui has some teleportation ability. Oh yeah, that's true, Soma. He could teleport Yuta in. Gotta head out. Hey, it's good having you, Eternal Flame. Good having you, though. Good having you, man. Yeah, I can hop on in Discord. Alright, cool. If that's the case, let me turn the music. Let me adjust the music. Let's go to OBS. iTunes. Turn that down to like this much. Alright, cool. 21 fingered Sukuna with 10 shadows wins against Gojo, I think. 21 fingered Sukuna. Wait, where did the extra finger come from? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. With 10, I'd say even if it's just 20, the 10 shadows is too much. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. So reverse curse technique can heal. Yeah, he definitely needs at least someone to use reverse curse technique on him, or for him to use it himself. I mean, if he awakens, you know, we saw of Gojo, he got like a massive amp mentally. And with Cursed Energy, once he awakened his reverse curse technique, maybe the same could happen with Yuji. So, like, he gets a massive Cursed Energy power up, and, you know, maybe he gets, like, a reverse technique, the flame, curse technique, whatever he gets. Maybe anti-gravity, maybe that as well. Imagine Yuji starts flying like Superman. That would be interesting. Okay, that would be very interesting. Bro had his member chopped. Member chopped? What do you mean member? What are you referring to? Hey, Blaziken, what's good? I clipped it, Gojo conceding go. Hey, listen, Blaziken. 10 shadows is unfair, alright? I'm gonna be. Let's be real. 10 shadows is crazy. I'm gonna expose him 4K. All I'm saying is, Gojo doesn't need extra curse techniques, alright? He doesn't need all this. Gojo's raw. He doesn't need like to steal curse techniques. I'm just saying. Calling Blaziken W, I kind of got quite out. Just kill Yuji and make me with the MC. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that actually. Yeah. That'd be kind of dope. Sukuna's 21 fingers is member. Anti-gravity would be perfect. I mean, yeah, like we got Yuji flying around. Kind of crazy. It would suit his pacifistic nature as well. Maybe he could use the. I mean, reversal of curse techniques kind of crazy though. Like, no, we've only seen Gojo and Genjaku do that. So for Itadori to do that, it would be kind of nuts. It's his mother's technique. That makes the most sense. Yeah. All right. Let me see. I think Maya's ready. Can I? She messaged me. Can I call? Let's see. It was his mother. Yeah, I think it would suit. Make Yuji an airbender? Oh my god, that'd actually be kind of crazy. Alright, start voice call. Hey, what's good, Maya? How you doing?
Alright then. Hello.
You doing good?
I am well today. Gege wants to fix that, but, you know.
Yeah, I mean, oh my god. Yuji got like the worst gut check in history. I can't even lie. So what are your thoughts on the chapter? Yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot of stuff there. Like, there's the fact that Angel is like modern special grade level, which is absurd. There's the fact that the 10 shadows is amped even more by cursed energy than we thought. Like the fucking size of Nue in this chapter.
Like Mothra.
Biblical storm with the fucking lightning too. Like, Jesus.
I mean, yeah, we got Jacob's ladder as well. Like actual biblical reference right there from Angel.
Yeah.
So
it's crazy.
I mean,
and then
yeah, go on.
And then we also have, of course, the fact that it's said that Megumi had the potential to suppress Sukuna, which we might get a callback to later down the line if we end up seeing Megumi again and he's not just fucking dead.
I mean, I doubt it. There's no way.
There's no way Gege just kills Megumi in that casual way, right? Right?
It's Gege though. That's the issue. Like, this guy is
exactly.
Yeah.
No one expected to just pick up JJK that 1 week and just here in chain. No one expected that.
I mean, he took. God damn, Sukuna really took over Megumi. Like, I still can't wrap my head around it. You know, like it's actually intense.
So currently we have 15 fingers Sukuna with the 10 shadows technique.
Yeah.
And currently he's munching on Angel's wings.
I mean, that's too much. Like, I think. I mean, for two reasons. Like, A, killing Hana after she was just introduced. Like, the Gege misogynistic allegations are gonna go crazy. It's actually gonna go like wild. I can't even lie if he does that. Yeah. And also because like she was just introduced. Like, we just got a flashback.
She was.
Like, you know,
we haven't gotten anything on her yet, which we are hopefully going to see more. Angel probably has RCT. Like, we just saw their fucking strength level. Like, they're pretty absurd. They hopefully have RCT. But Hana might honestly just end up becoming a suppressed personality because Angel finds it too dangerous for her. And might just reawaken her later down the line after the events of the story are over or something.
Possible. I guess that's possible. If you, it's just because like Angel's so against that, like to the point where Angel, seeing Sukuna was still saying, like pleading, like literally begging, saying please, like kill Sukuna. And maybe. I just think, yeah, either you're right. Either Angel's gonna take over, or Maki / Takaba is gonna come and save him.
I've ridden the Maki hype train for so long, but if Maki gets involved here, she's actually just dead.
I mean, hey, listen, you said that sword ignores durability.
This is someone stronger than Kenjaku, because we already said, oh yeah, 15 figure Sukuna, that's about the level of like full power Yuta, Yuki, Kenjaku, all that. They're up there with the modern day special grades. And now they have the 10 shadows technique on top of that? No one's fucking with that. I mean, Takaba only has like their shitty Toon Force, and that's why.
Whoa, listen, respect Takaba. I think Takaba's gonna die, but you know.
It's low tier Toon Force. That's what he has.
To be fair, it's reality warping. It's
that is fair. Yeah.
I guess the issue is because it doesn't affect other people, so it is pretty low tier actually. Now that I think about it. Yeah. But I mean, I think Enclave makes a good point. Like, I think I agree with him and you. Like, if Angel can do it safely, I don't know what Angel's gender is, by the way. Like, but yeah, they 100% would. Yeah. I mean, wait, is it always the case where, like, let's say the sorcerer in the past is like a male, do they have to go into the body of a male, like, person in the present?
I don't know. Like, Kenjaku doesn't seem to care about that. We don't even know.
Oh, Kenjaku's special. He like, he straight up body swaps. Like, that's not even incarnation.
Yeah, Kenjaku's norm is hopping from any type of body they can find. Like, oh, they're buff. Oh, they're fucking fat. Oh, who cares? It's just whatever the hell they can get their hands on. Yeah. Kenjaku is a creature of all time.
Creature is, for Kenjaku suits, like, Kenjaku's a menace to society. I can't even lie. Everything he's done. So yeah.
I was thinking, since we've gotten a lot of stuff about the curse technique, like being imbued into the soul, the body and the soul are intertwined. We have Geto's body reacting while Geto's soul is long dead. It feels likely that Megumi, since they weren't killed but suppressed, they have a very powerful technique. I feel like they're going to end up in the same like inner world state that Sukuna was stuck in with Yuji. Which... Because they can't I don't feel like Sukuna is going to be able to fully suppress Megumi once they, like, get it back together. Because it's obviously going to take a while, because he just found out his sister is basically dead.
Yeah.
And got force-fed fucking Yuji's pinky.
I mean, I will see, because the thing is, I do think Sukuna wants to get his main body back as soon as possible, because there's always the possibility of Megumi getting Talk no Jutsu'd, because that did happen with Yuji even when Sukuna took over during the Curse Room arc. So I do think for like maximum security he is gonna, you know, use the 10 Shadows technique, summon his main body, or summon himself out of Megumi right now. So maybe that. I mean, look at what Oliver said as well. If Maki joins the fight, she's getting edgied. To be fair, it's Sukuna, like, with 10 Shadows, you know.
It's a monster in, like, one of the bodies with the highest potential in the series. But also, now I'm like...
Yeah?
Because Gojo said he would win against Sukuna.
Yeah.
Like, he's very confident in that fact.
Yeah.
But add the 10 Shadows technique on that. That fight might be more even than Gojo's thinking.
I mean, I think it's even... like pre-10 Shadows, I think the 10 Shadows might push him over. Unless Gojo has like some, like, I don't know, crazy techniques we haven't seen, maybe. I mean,
Gojo could be just absolutely wild.
Someone's saying a good point in the chat as well, like, because this is what some people are saying, where when Sukuna, like, brings his main body back, he's gonna steal Megumi's technique, or something like that. I mean,
that's possible.
It goes with the theory that you just said, where the body and the soul are kind of like intertwined. And maybe curse techniques are imbued that way. So obviously that's like a theory on why, you know, Yuji's about to get Sukuna's curse technique even though Sukuna left. Yeah. But it could work the vice versa where if, like, Sukuna leaves...
and by using his, like, stronger soul, he can draw the fucking curse technique with him. That kind of thing.
Maybe. I mean, it's interesting because Kenjaku isn't even in the body of Kaori Itadori. Yet, like, because it's a recent body... he still has access to that technique. So I do think what you said, like, has really... It's got to be true. It's got to be true. Yeah.
What I was thinking is... Sukuna might find Megumi as like a hindrance, like if they are still alive inside of like the inner world, the same thing Sukuna had with Yuji. Like, and Megumi is seeing the true potential of his technique in Sukuna's hands. And if Megumi is offered a binding vow, like, hey, here's the thing. I want your technique for myself forever, even after I leave this body and get mine back. You want your body and your technique back. Binding vow, let's fight. I win, I keep your technique, I keep your body, you're dead. You win, you can have your body back, I'm gone.
Yeah, why would he take that though? Against because Megumi's not like Yuji. He's not stupid.
Megumi is not stupid, but at the same time, if he sees the true potential of his technique, if he realizes where he is at, and he is in a situation he could ever possibly win, I feel like he would try to take that, because Sukuna is going to be underestimating him because he only saw Megumi before Megumi saw the true potential of his technique in Sukuna's hands. So it's possible he could try something with that. Plus, Sukuna is probably about to just open up Mahoraga and then one-tap him and...
I think that's the issue that Sukuna's got, like, Mahoraga on lock.
It's still there. It's still Megumi's curse technique. Sukuna can just use it.
I mean, we'll see. And there's a lot of things that could go on. You know, I love what Soma said as well. Megumi, he just quoted me. Hey, good to see Prodigy as well. Prodigy in the chat. It's good, Prodigy. I saw your new video. It's actually I really like the analysis stuff. It's nice, like refreshing, change of pace. It's really good.
Cause like,
yeah,
I feel like if Megumi had access to like his full like uninhibited power,
but the thing is like that's it's how do I explain this? I think the 10 Shadows being so cracked, maybe it's more to do with Sukuna's, like, he has so much curse energy, like, it leaks into the shadows. Do you think, like, yeah?
Here's the thing. They're sharing a body right now, and remember, Yuji got massive curse energy increases from Sukuna. Fingers.
Yeah, but, like,
so
but that's, no, but that's the thing. Okay, just to clarify, because I've had these debates with people, all we know for sure is maybe it's made his raw strength a bit strong, but the only thing that's confirmed is like durability and healing factor, but it's not too big.
Yeah.
I mean, you go on, yeah.
Okay, so the thing is that the cursed energy very clearly affects the body.
Yeah.
So since they're sharing a body right now, it definitely affects us. My theory is that the reason Yuji did not get like exponentially stronger and he only got like a bit stronger per finger consumed is like he doesn't have the cursed energy control or like the ability to tug of war with Sukuna. Kind of like KCM1, where Naruto was like having the tug of war with Kurama's chakra. Yuji couldn't win that, but Megumi with the technique,
I think the
with
thing
all
is,
this stuff he has.
I get what you're saying, but I just think like it's something Sukuna said in the new chapter actually that really alludes to it as to why that may not be true, and it's the fact that when he sees Hana, he says because Hana and Angel are coexisting, like it made Hana way stronger, because we're seeing Hana pull out HAIEN error level techniques, like while Angels are taking over, and he specifically says because me and Yuji are not coexisting, so like it's like one is always taking over the other, or like there's no agreement or such between the two of us. Yuji never got that buff, or Yuji was never that strong, so it, like that implies like had him and Yuji been on good terms or coexisted, you know, Yuji would be very strong in base and he'd have Sukuna's technique.
I think the idea might be the fact that Angel is like letting Hana have access to all this.
Yeah.
because the reason
that's
Sukuna
what she
can
said.
use Megumi's technique right now is because Megumi is able to be suppressed because Megumi is mind fucked right now.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
So essentially, I think it implies that you're able to like have control over if your cursed energy and cursed technique leaks over to someone else sharing your body.
Mm-hmm.
So I thinking since Sukuna could like essentially just fucking yoink it from Megumi in this context, it seems like you can kind of like tug of war that shit.
But then it's like
So-
the only issue I want what you're saying to be true, but the only issue of that is Sukuna himself said the only reason there was like a share, or the only reason Hana could even access the cursed technique and cursed energy of Angel is because they coexist. Like not because of a tug of war or such. Like it seems like there needs to be. Yeah.
Sukuna is using Megumi's curse technique.
Yeah,
without
but there's a
coexisting.
difference though. That's because like Sukuna's suppressing him so much, and the issue, because then it's like Yuji did suppress Sukuna badly. I mean, Sukuna says himself that Yuji's suppressing him badly. Yeah, it doesn't seem like Yuji's able to access his cursed energy or cursed technique. That's pretty odd, actually.
That is weird.
Like, why?
Actually,
Yeah, like,
because
if
that
yeah,
that would be the same situation that Sukuna and Megumi are in right now.
yeah, it actually
So we
makes
can-
no sense. I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, no wait. Yuji's body was specifically done for it. Yuji couldn't do that himself, so maybe it's something like since it was done subconsciously, he didn't have access to it.
But he
Like,
seemed to be no.
Kenjaku-
But he could do it consciously. Because remember when Gojo said like take it back in 10 seconds? Like he's
Oh,
very
right.
aware.
How
That seems like a big flaw. Unless it gets explained
that
later.
is
Yeah.
interesting. Like Kinjaku maybe just made his designer baby to hold that shit in, not allow him to have
Maybe.
access to it.
That's designer. That's a good one for Yuji, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, Yuji was perfectly made for Sukuna. Like,
Yeah. I mean, I'm interested because like, even Oliver's saying this. I've seen a lot of people say this on Twitter. It's like Oliver says current Mega Maharogo Sukuna's cursed energy is broken. I mean, I saw like fan art on Twitter. I don't know if you've seen it, where like it's kind of like Maharoga but Godzilla sized. Like it's just like walking through skyscrapers. It's nightmare fuel. I can't even lie.
honestly, I don't think Maharoga would be that much bigger because Maharoga already has so much cursed energy and power in base that like they would get amped maybe like 2 times, but I don't think it would be like as exponential as the growth for the other things.
I think
since
it's
like
it's
not
gotta
as
be.
much of a cursed energy increase.
I mean, it'd just be so cool though. Come on, it'd be so cool. Imagine seeing that. What's good, Chin Gun as well. Good to see you, man. Yeah, imagine how crazy that.
maybe.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that could happen, especially like, do you think JJK is ending, by the way, like this year? I know, like, because Gege's really been on with that. He's been accurate with his
Like-
time frame. Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it since we just got a huge extender to the Culling game arc.
Yeah.
Because, like, the fact that we can now transfer between colonies, the fact that we now have more plot lines to resolve with, what was her name? Sumiki now being taken over by someone else, with
Yorozu.
fucking Megana now existing.
Yeah.
The fact that we can transfer between colonies at will now.
Kashimo's coming.
Despite what is happening in the outside world, we have like Kashimo versus Sukuna. That is going to happen soon. Because they can now transfer between colonies. Hakari knows where Yuji is.
I mean, you know,
So-
like, because in my opinion, I think Kaseki Kashimo is going to like absolutely bully like the living hell
I
out
know.
of even Meguna. Like, if it's just 15 fingers, but like just like,
Yeah, like,
Chingun
there's-
just said, do you think it's going to be a part 2?
Oh, if there is a part 2
Like
to the
Chainsaw Man,
series-
yeah. Do you think?
I mean, if JJK is going to end this year, there has to be a part 2
Yeah.
because there's too many plot lines to resolve without actively rushing the series. It's a very popular series, so it's not like they're gonna give it the bleach disservice.
But that's the thing, like, Gege himself has constantly, especially recently, he's been saying a lot how he wants to really make like a horror idol manga. And just to get into something that Envy just said in the chat, like mangakas are usually wrong about manga end dates. The thing is, Envy, is that like Gege's been super accurate, because I think it was 2021, so 2 years ago, he said I want it to end in 2 years, implying 2023. Now that we're in 2023, he says I want it to end this year. And last year he said I want it to end next year. So actually it seems like
Gege's had a timeline for
like
this plot down.
he seems to be really accurate. He's not like, oh, Ichiro Oda.
But they also said there would be 3 major arcs left in the story.
I think it was 1 major arc and then maybe 1 or 2 mini arcs in between. So the final major arc, like the final arc, which is going to be big, and then maybe, I don't know. I always assume that like Yuki and Choso versus Kenjaku is kind of like a mini arc of its own. You know?
Yeah.
It felt so weird because it's not in the culling game. Like it's not remotely related to the culling game.
It's just it's so disconnected.
Yeah, it's really weird. Well, I mean, you know, we all know how Yuki got done in. Oh my god.
Yeah, God, I wish we saw her domain. Like,
yeah.
It'd be so much. She's gonna get slandered so much the second we see Yuta's domain. It's coming. I can feel it.
Yeah. I mean, Yuta's domain, I think we'll at least have a chance to see that, you know, when he takes on Kenjaku. So, you know, I don't know. There is a lot to take in. I mean, at the very least, the reason I don't want JJK to end this year is because not only would we not get the HAIEN era flashback, or it wouldn't be done justice because it would be skipped over, really rushed, but also because
the HAIEN era flashback has to be like at least 20 chapters, and that's like almost half a year of publication.
Okay, well, being realistic, probably like 10 chapters. Yeah, I would love it to be 20. I'd love it to be 20.
It's gotta be a lot because we have so much in that era. Like that's a whole other world that's completely separate from today that we gotta explore. Like 10 to 20 chapters. It's gotta be in that like pretty like decently sized flashback range.
I mean, it's not just like, I mean, definitely that as well, but it's like another thing that I'm really hyped for, other than the flashback, is the fact that at the end of Shibuya, Kenjaku specifically says, like, he wants the HAIEN era, well, the HAIEN era is coming, he says to Sukuna by the end of Shibuya, and it's going to be in the modern day. The issue is we haven't had that yet, like nothing even close to the HAIEN era in the modern day. So it's like, if we don't even get that, because that's what I'm really hyped for. Like, imagine part 1 ends, and there's like the HAIEN era kind of like does come into the modern day, and there's like a 2-3 year time skip. Imagine that. I mean, that would be kind of crazy.
I don't know how a time skip would actually work in JJK. Well, actually, cool. If Angel dies, then we can't have Gojo come in to resolve the plot, so it seems likely that you can just get a time skip through that.
I mean, I do have a theory where it's like, how do I say this? When Gojo takes a bite of Hana, he's gonna kill the Angel part of his bite, and when Hana gets healed, like, Angel's gonna be gone from inside of her. I'm kind of like justifying a way to kill Angel and keep Hana.
Yeah, because having her who's less experienced with the technique and everything, yeah, that would kind of work. I mean, there are a few other ways, like, find like an incarnated African sorcerer that can make black rope in some way, or like
maybe
somehow like Hana with her dwindling power and control over the curse technique somehow makes another inverted spear of heaven or something like that. But like it's unlikely. It's both of those are very unlikely. So
like a time skip would be good. I'm just saying, I know like all of us disagreeing. I don't know. I think a time skip, because the daybooks kind of foreshadow a time skip. You know, kind of. Where it says like, if Yuji and Megumi, I'm stretching, I know I'm definitely reaching with this. Like Megumi and Yuji in a couple of years, I said like 2-3 years, are gonna be as tall as Gojo. So, you know, I'm just saying. Gege's been thinking about them in the future. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that is fair. Like, God, the only thing is, what the hell would happen if you left Sukuna to be for 3 years? Like,
maybe he trains. Maybe He needs
I
training.
don't think Sukuna is one for training. I think Sukuna is one for a bloodbath.
I know Yuji. I meant Yuji. I think like Sukuna
yeah.
would just be terrorizing shit. And good to see Lou as well. Lou in the chat. What's good, Lou? How you doing? Could Yuta potentially use mimicry to copy Angel's technique? I mean, that's if Angel survives.
Yeah.
Survives
would
what's
have
coming.
to survive for that.
I mean, what do you think about like Sukuna, like the Riz God? He manipulated, like emotionally manipulated Hana. Like, that was crazy. I can't even lie.
Like,
He has a way with
we
words.
all know Sukuna could have won that fight, but Sukuna is one of those people that's like, they don't want to just win the fight. They want to fuck with you.
I don't know about that. Like, it seems like the light that was radiating off Angel was like burning Sukuna, and he couldn't even get close before Hana even started the chant. It's kind of, that light is OP, man. I can't even lie. Good to see you as well,
it's
Trigger.
really strong, but what are they doing if he just says the two words domain expansion? Like,
he didn't though. He didn't. Like, it
feel
seems like he was
could have
stun
won
locked.
that way, but he wants to make
I don't know.
his fucking enemies cry. Like,
Listen, Sukuna was. I will give this. Sukuna like clutched up with the smooth talking, but he was kind of exposed for a couple seconds there. Like Fraud Kuna was, about to become reality.
I mean, let's be real. If Hana paid any attention to Megumi before that fucking happens, she wouldn't have fallen for it. Come on.
It just seems like she's like the poor girl's like mentally unstable because of everything that's happened in her life. I mean, look at her backstory, for God's sake. So it seems like it's just like unlucky for damn sure. It's interesting because with the whole Sukuna like manipulating Hana, is this a case of Sukuna's digging in the memories and finding that about Hana? I mean, it could just be that. Or is it possible that Megumi from the get-go recognized Hana but just never said anything as well?
There's also the possibility that Sukuna just picked up on Hana having feelings beforehand and was like, maybe I could use this.
Yeah. I mean,
it's me, your Bishonen Megumi.
Yeah, see,
I'm free from Sukuna.
It's like wait, so Oliver and Lou both made good points. So like, see what Oliver's saying, how Sukuna was dying in the light. Like, I think that's what I kind of think as well. Like, in the panel, the light is kind of like burning Sukuna up, and he's like, he's saying, "Oh dear!" Like when you get that from Sukuna, shit's down. And then you got like Lou saying she's absolutely broke after Megumi did. Yeah, I agree because like, remember when we see like she's crying, right? She's like crying up when she's like saying, "Give Megumi back."
Yeah, because she's probably been thinking about Megumi all her life since she saw that little kid her fucking age, like saving her life with the doggy.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. By the way, Lou, do you want to come through? Lou? I don't know.
Patchman.
Yeah. So by the way, Lou's I think it's like Juzo Fist. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, that's Lou. But I mean, the only reason Hana did damage is because Sukuna's incarnated sorcerer. I mean, it's possibly that as well, because like there's two bodies mixed, so that's why the light was hurting. But I don't know. Either way, like Sukuna, he was exposed.
That was a very powerful attack.
He clutched it. Yeah, he clutched it. See, it's not like a physical attack; it was an emotional one. Hit her right in the feelings. Ouch.
Sukuna is a
curse.
just like Kenjaku, that's a creature of all time.
I mean,
that's a good phrase.
Actually, what are your thoughts as well on the editor at the beginning and the end of the chapter? The editor refers to Sukuna as a curse.
I believe Sukuna died as a human, then got incarnated as a curse. I think that was what we got beforehand. Like the backstory we got on him so far.
I mean, I always just assumed he was an evolved human, like Tengen. Not confirmed, but
Yeah, it's not confirmed. There's a lot about Sukuna that we just don't know. Like Sukuna, we all know his name is the fucking King of Curses. He's got that.
I mean, he's called like the King of Poisons as well, and we've never seen him use poison. So there's that. Let me adjust that. It's because it's really interesting because when Junpei poisoned Yuji, like, we didn't. What's the word? Like.
He wasn't affected because he's Sukuna's
but why?
vessel.
Why is that like unique to Sukuna? Sukuna has nothing to do with poisons. Like, why does he have this immunity to?
As far as we've seen, you know.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
I mean,
yeah,
well,
he probably has something hidden.
If you want to dive into the science of it a little bit, cannibalism actually, specifically eating a brain, can drive you insane because of toxins in the brain that, if consumed, just fuck you up. So. That angle, maybe.
I mean, one theory I had of Blaziken like a long time ago. Do you know how he like opens the gate? I just say gates. I don't know what to call it. Where he opens the gates and he summons flames, and it seems like to come out of nowhere. You could say the cursed realm or wherever it's coming from. I mean, maybe he can do the same with poisons. Like he can open a gate that's linked to the cursed realm or something. I don't know wherever it's the fire is coming from, and he can get poisoned that way as well.
Oh wait. Maybe his like true form that we've seen, like his, you know how he always swings his hand when he uses dismantle or cleave?
Mm-hmm.
Like he always moves his hand in some way. What if like his nails just had like poison, like on them? I mean, like when he cut like that, it would poison the target.
I mean, yeah, I don't imagine Sukuna paints his nails, so maybe, because like, why does it have like a unique color? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. Maybe he does. I don't know.
Has had painted nails the entire fucking series. Hasn't he?
He has, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I don't imagine he does it himself.
Sukuna would paint his nails for anything but slaughter, you know? Like.
True.
I don't think he's out there like, oh yeah, this color looks so good on me, guys.
But actually, someone makes a good point. Curses can't become cursed objects.
True.
Is that true?
Yeah. I believe it is true. Curses can be sealed in cursed objects, but they can't become cursed objects. Sukuna's, because once they die, of course, they're just gone.
Yeah.
So his fingers came from his human form, which had 2 sets of arms somehow.
It has to be the evolved human like Tengen. It just has to be. That makes sense. I guess.
Or like he did do the, unless it's just representative, he did the RCT body horror nonsense with Megumi's own head. So like, could just be him being absurdly good at RCT and reforming his body with it. You know,
yeah, he had that reverse. I mean, maybe it's just cursed energy gel. He slicked back the hair when he took over Megumi. He just has to slick back. Like, what is up with Sukuna and slicked? I'm just like, I need to know. Like, there has to be a backstory to this.
Come on, he's got to be a bad boy.
Actually, he has to represent he's evil that way. Actually, oh yeah, here's Noel as well. Excuse me, chat. Like the stream before, I gotta put you all in the Genjutsu. I wonder what that means actually. Yeah. Sukuna's true face looks a little like Tengen. Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean, like, Sukuna's gotta be... I mean, yeah?
Sukuna could be a lot of things. Because Sukuna could be, like, some form of perfected cursed womb by a scientist that Kenjaku... Like, a cursed energy scientist that Kenjaku idolized and tried to, like, replicate the experiment. He could be an evolved human through some other means. He could just be super fucking good at RCT. We don't know.
He couldn't RCT his face though. Because that looks atrocious. His true form. My god. Well, that one half of it.
RCT can force like cell growth like we've seen for like healing up arms. He could just do that to look more monstrous and strike fear into people because he's Sukuna. He does that.
Maybe he was born deformed.
That is possible. He could have birth deformities.
Maybe. I'm just kind of like roasting him at this point. I'm a Gojo fan, you know. Who do you prefer, Gojo or Sukuna?
Gojo is, at this point, a much better character. He's been a lot of fun the entire series, But my thing is, Sukuna just has so much going on that we do not know. That it is... I think about Sukuna's nonsense way more than I think about Gojo right now, because we just haven't seen Gojo until...
Yeah, but like,
so
who's better looking?
For sure.
That's what I mean. Gojo. Gojo all the way.
Who's better looking?
Number
Gojo,
one. Gojo's
no.
my guy. That's what I'm saying. Okay, now I'm a
Despite
Gojo.
the fact that if you saw those eyes in the middle of the night, that would scare the fuck out of you.
That would like... listen, I don't care who you are. Those eyes would just like actually get you, man. I don't care. Like in a good way. If I saw those eyes,
like, imagine you're just walking around in the middle of the street at night, and this dude with like blue flashlights for eyes just looks over at you. Hey, baby, how you doing?
I mean, if he looks like that, I mean, you know, I don't know. He's Gojo, you know. What can I say? He's perfect in every way, except by his personality. So. It is what it is. I'm a Gojo fan, alright? Listen.
He also looks like a fucking paintbrush while he has the blindfold on, but I digress.
Hey, the blindfold is to help other people. He doesn't want to, you know, just take all the spotlight.
He doesn't want to take all your bitches. You can have some.
Oh, Lou will come as well. Lou will show up in 10 minutes. That's good.
Okay.
Also, oh, here we go. Wait, this is interesting. Soma's got the translations. So, which means curse, and King of Curses means curse. Spell and charm doesn't imply Sukuna is a curse. Turns to small. Okay, then the next line is interesting from Soma. Thanks for the translation.
Ayo.
Yeah. Thanks for the translation. I mean, actually, what are your thoughts on I want to get everyone's, so chat's thoughts and your thoughts on Gojo X Geto.
I mean, what's there to say? It's just simply fate dragging two best friends apart. You can very easily see it in it. You could very... No,
best
they're definitely...
Friends? Or something more.
They're best friends. You could definitely say they're dating too. Like, I'm not saying... I personally believe in Geto X Gojo.
Okay.
They loved each other so much. Like, holy shit. How do you... Like, the last words of fucking Gojo.
At least curse me. Yeah. Interesting.
At least curse me at the end. So he told him something that made him happy.
Necrophilia is wrong. I see all of us said that. Right.
I mean, hell, Geto was literally trying to kill Kenjaku for, like, hurting Gojo after he was long dead for years.
Hey, Gojo did get through to it. First time it's happened in 1,000 years as well. I mean, Kenjaku did say it was a first.
Like, over 1,000 years, he's like, this has never happened before. And he's, like, holding back his hand, trying to kill him.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Like, you can... Like, some people say that, oh yeah, they're just best friends. And yeah, they are best friends, but they're
with
definitely
benefits.
In love. At least
with benefits.
They're like they might have never dated. They might just have had crushes on each other the entire time and just never dated.
It's interesting.
But, like,
it's interesting.
Come on, they're in love with each other.
Like I will say there are some at least with the shipping community. I think this is the case for all anime, by the way, and manga, and obviously the case of JJK as well. Like shippers take it too far. Like they just say. How do I say this? Like, they're just hyper-aggressive, saying, oh, it's true, it's true, it's true. But I think, like, in terms of generally, like, you know, what I just like, or, you know, what I believe, I'm on, like, the Gojo and Geto shit. I can't even lie.
Yeah.
Y'all are weird? Hey, what's weird? Hey, and Clay, what's weird about it, huh? I get the screenshots ready, hey, what do you guys say about that, Clay? I'm ready to...
Alright, I'm ready to spam screenshot. What you got? What you got?
Send
these on Twitter right now. Send these on Twitter.
Hey, what's good? It's Kaisen. Yeah. Todo, Utahime, Meimei. Of course. I mean, they have to.
Yeah,
in some way, right?
We gotta get closure on most of the characters. Like.
I mean, Utahime's needed. She's such a powerhouse. You know?
Oh yeah. Urahime is necessary to fight Megana right now. Like, that's semi-grade 1 power.
Yeah. That's at like 1% though. That's why it's
yeah.
semi-grade 1. I mean, look at Hakari. He's
Gojo
not even...
only called her weak because he was scared what would happen if she figured out her real power, and he needed her to think she was weak the entire time, you know?
Mm-hmm. Need more meme at spin. Envy's always cooking. Envy knows. Envy knows. What were you wanting them to be doing? I didn't say anything about what I want them to be doing. I'm just saying, you know? The shit, man.
I'm just
works.
saying,
That's
they
what I'm
have,
saying.
like, they have a...
Something.
They have a
That's
very,
something.
like, close dynamic. Like,
yeah.
Gojo, you gotta think about this. Gojo, his entire life, was told that he was perfect. That he was, like, essentially a god walking the earth. He was idolized as a child. And then suddenly he just goes to school, and there's this fucking random-ass kid with, like, a curse in his back pocket that is willing to talk shit to him. The first person that treats him like a normal human being.
So, you know,
you think that's
Maya's cooking.
Not like...
Maya's cooking. I'm just saying. The thing is, the movie, like, really, like, hits hard of it. Because it made that whole... In the manga...
Love is the most twisted curse of them all.
Yeah, like, in the manga, it was kind of like a half joke, kind of wholesome. But
yeah,
damn, the anime made it like the movie made it so I don't know, so like emotional, so like touching, and it looks so personal, like way more than the manga did. You know, I'm just saying that was you know, incoming Maximum Limitless. And yeah, I've always wanted to think about that. Yeah, like Lose Ready, so let me add it. Gojo definitely has some Maxim we haven't seen. I think he's got like the whole like rainbows, man. He's got like orange, green. We haven't seen. We've seen red.
That's possible. Like he could just push between like different concepts of the Limitless and just find middle grounds, find like extremes of it all. He could do some crazy shit with that.
Oh, by the way, I made a group with Lou, and I'm gonna have to end. I'll see you in the next call. I'm gonna have to end this and go there. Oh, she already went. Never mind. I'm just here alone. Alright, let's see. Just lagging a bit. Yo, what's good? You guys good?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I gotta do that one thing again.
That's so cool.
Okay.
Oh, the echo noise cancellation.
I really don't think that that's true. Like,
as a Trump and Biden. Wait, where did we get into Trump and Biden from? What the hell?
Yeah, it's from this.
Oh, I see. Yeah, all of us said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it now. Get to
it. That's just untrue.
I mean, hey, maybe I don't know. Trump and Biden, maybe that's a ship that. I don't know.
All right. Yeah.
We in there.
Well, how you doing, Lou? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. I ain't gonna cap. I was just in the middle of some riz. You low-key scared me, my boy.
Bro, I can't even lie. We were roasting that guy on Twitter as well, like earlier today. Guy was being a dumbass.
Sometimes necessary, my man. It's not. It's not like we hate the guy. We don't know him, but sometimes it's necessary.
Yeah, I don't know him as well. I've never met him, but I don't know. He's gonna be kind of a bit odd. It's so weird that we never seen Gojo.
You just gotta stop all that wilding out sometimes.
It's not weird that we haven't seen Gojo go all out in the present because he never needs to.
True.
He can deal with anyone with like a flick of his right wrist. Like, literally, no effort at all. He beats anyone we've seen thus far.
I mean,
if you put Gojo up against Megana, he's cooking him.
Yeah, with 15 fingers for sure. Yeah. I mean, I've seen people say 15 fingered Sukuna with Megumi. Like, it's crazy takes. With Megumi beats Gojo. I don't know about that one.
Oh, wow. He has, like, another technique that does nothing against the Limitless. That he literally can't break through infinity. Like, literally, unless he makes a fucking domain. With Megumi's technique, the 10 Shadows is adding 0 things to this.
I mean, that would be crazy. Like, imagine we got multiple Megunas, or however you say it, like multiple
fucking
of them.
Domains.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice to meet you, though. By the way, I didn't get your name, Gengi.
Nice to meet you as well. My name is Maya.
Alright, I'm Lou. Nice to meet you, Maya.
Alright, that's good.
Nice
That's good.
to meet you
See,
as
we
well,
got two
Lou.
people meeting. Yeah, Lou's an absolute legend. You know, man from JJK group chat, and Mai's absolute legend as well. Man, you know, YouTube chats. So there's that. He has Mahoroga. I mean, yeah. What do you guys think? I think I guess asked you before, both of you actually, but like Mahoroga on the cracked version of Sukuna. I don't know. I genuinely think that's gonna be like a Godzilla. I can't even lie, man.
I feel like the second that Sukuna gets done like fucking with everyone else, like if Yuji and Maki get out, if Angel gets out, oh well. Takaba's probably not getting out because they're probably gonna be the one that stays to distract Sukuna. Yeah. I think the second they're gonna be like, okay, well, time to do this thing I've been waiting to do. We're gonna see them put their hands up in the summoning stance, and chapter's just gonna cut.
To summon
and
Mahoroga.
We're not gonna see what that leads to until way later.
Yeah, I mean, also good to see you, Corey, as well. He's shouting you out as well, Lou, in the chat. But I mean, like,
Corey.
Yeah, oh yeah, Corey. Hey, Corey, if you want to pull through, you know. Always love that Magi representation he's got. But do you think we'll see another freeway domain? I hope we actually get to see a freeway domain actually happen. Like, seriously.
Yeah. Like, Kurodoshi really blue-balled us on that one.
Bro, I hate Kurodoshi so much, bro. Oh my god. Bro, in the chat,
He's definitely a real roach, man.
They were defending Kurodoshi, man. I was like, what the fuck is going on? They were saying, like, if Ryu doesn't have his curse technique, he loses to Kurodoshi. I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't think Kurodoshi's bugs can hurt Ryu, I'll be real. Like, I'm not on the Ryu hype train as much as Kaiyo.
I mean, I remember we had that massive Maki versus Ryu debate. That was interesting.
That
is a very interesting matchup. I was trying to debate yesterday, fucking Kashimo versus ryomen. I feel like that would be some type of topic to really get onto.
Kashimo...
I can see that happening.
I remember we talked about that yesterday, actually, yeah. But I think even if... Because I think ryomen has a domain... I'll see what you think, Maya, but I think even if they have a domain, they still lose pretty badly to... I got Kashimo being high to it is what it is. No curse technique needed.
From what we've seen from Urume thus far, they're...
Special grade, yeah.
Like, they got hurt by a piercing blood from Choso. That's all we've really seen. We can't place them anywhere yet.
I mean, that's insane, though.
I mean,
like,
that and the fact that they almost killed half the main cast in one move.
Yeah, that is true. That is another thing.
Because think about it. Urume's base, like, physical stats is stronger than Yuji's. Because Yuji couldn't stop the piercing blood. He had to deflect it, whereas Urume didn't need to. Urume was like, yeah, I got this. Barehanded.
Yeah, but it still did cut them. And
hurt
you. True.
Yuki, like, no difficulty with just her cursed tool, with her fucking Garuda, just shattered the entire attack, which was gonna kill a bunch of just grade 1s that were kinda tired.
Okay,
like,
well, okay. Now you're disrespecting my go Urume.
I mean, I can say that's a valid argument too. They were a little.
But to be fair, like Kusakabe, Panda, and a lot of the, like, say, Noritoshi, a lot of the guys there, Momo, all of them weren't fatigued, though. And they all got, like, insta-frozen, and we're gonna get insta-killed, like, literally. And, I don't know, it's just, like, it was said straight up that it's a special grade level technique, and then also, I know it's, like, the lowest level reverse cast technique, but the fact that they have it.
That is fair, yeah.
I respect Urume.
We have not seen enough from Urume yet. Like, we don't even know how strong they are at all. I just know that if that is, like, the peak of their attack potency, if that is the peak of their fucking durability, Kashimo is, like, smoking them.
Okay, to be fair, poison doesn't have to do with durability, though. I don't know. That's just unlucky. Like, even characters like Ryu and Kashimo, who I think are, like, a million times stronger than Choso, and I would, like, one-shot him easily in base. I think if they get hit by the poison, because they don't have reverse cast technique, like,
they'll still get fucked up by poison because they don't have RCT. But, like, it's just the fact that the piercing blood damaged them. Like, Kenjaku did get damaged by piercing blood, but Kenjaku was also, you know, burnt out from the domain expansion.
But you have to realize...
It took a point-blank range one, too. That was crazy.
Too.
Urume, like... I guess it was kind of stupid from them. They could have froze it. Why did they just go like? Were they trying to flex? They just with barehanded. They caught the pissing blood.
Trying to flex and then got fucked over by the poison.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, I don't know. Because even Kenjaku isn't trying to catch it with his bare hands. Every time we've seen him with the piercing blood, even in the beginning of the Choso versus Kenjaku fight, the first fight, he like before Yuki shows up,
dances around it.
He uses every time he
piles on him.
No, he uses like what's it called? Like he gets low tier curses, like grade 2 or grade 3, to like parry it. It's like he puts cursed energy into them and parries the piercing blood every time. So even he doesn't try to, even though he can actually heal with it, even he doesn't try to catch it. And the interesting thing is, like, maybe I'm coping a bit here. It is possible that Uraume could heal the poison, but we just didn't see them do it after the form. Like, because they realized they were poisoned. Maybe they healed themselves. I'm just trying to, like...
I mean, that's the only, like, big argument that I would try to make for that entire matchup. Since Kashimo himself is literally just a walking domain expansion that's, you know, is going to hit you a sure kill one at that. It's like, can Uraume heal just quickly enough to, you know, keep himself or herself from dying? Or let's just even say, like, she can just delay something. You know what I mean? Like, because Kashimo is not one of those fighters that's just going to hit you one time and just sit and wait and see if something's going to happen. No, he's going to pile on. Once he has you hurt, he smells blood, it's over with. So that's like the biggest thing. But I'm like, Uraume, she showed that she could like manipulate ice even around her own body. When she was walking up to Choso, he was basically saying like, you know, this ice isn't gonna hold me. And she was walking up to him, and I noticed she had made an entire ice blade around her finger, like ready to kill him. But Kenjaku stopped that from happening. So I'm imagining like that's not, you know, what we saw was just something so small, because even with someone like Choso, Uraume called them a bottom feeder. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they were just, you know, doing just enough to keep them away. I feel like she has other abilities that might really change things up, especially with manipulating ice around the body parts. Like, that might be adding to some type of defense. And, you know, I don't know what it would look like in real life if lightning hit ice. So I can only guess, really.
Well, okay, because ice is made of water, it is quite conductive, but at the same time it is quite solid. So because ice is constantly going to be melting, it's going to have a slight layer of water, so it would like diffuse the impact across the surface of the ice. So it would lessen the impact a lot, but at the same time, given Kashimo's just raw power, it might just blow straight through, since of course the cursed energy is still focused. And the
it's hot as well.
Are still focused on Uraume.
Yeah, like,
so it could blow through the ice and just hit them anyway.
No, because lightning's... Beside that, I think that's definitely true. I think it's because the lightning is just... Because it's got high temperatures. And we saw, like, Kashimo can explosively just increase the cursed energy around them, like, to an insane extent. Just by being, like, hyped up. And it's going to be very hot. Actually, I'm really interested, to see what people are saying now, because I saw people saying this earlier in the stream as well. And your boy's saying this, Kenjaku over Angel. Where do you guys rank, I think I got your answer yesterday, Lou. You said, like, you got Angel being in the top 10. I got Angel being top 3, actually third. Where do you got Angel, Maya, like, in the top 10 characters?
Okay, so...
I think they'd be Kenjaku.
Definitely, like... Yuki has absurd amounts of power. One Trick Pony, though, relies on a curse technique. Kenjaku relies just on curse technique. Yuta relies just on curse technique. Her power negates a majority of the verse. Unless you can beat her hands only, you are going to lose to her. So just for hacks alone, she has to be top 3, top 5. She's up there for sure.
I mean, considering the amount of...
Sukuna and Gojo just have so much fucking cursed energy, they can probably beat her with just hands. Probably. No,
but the thing is like...
restriction is our direct counter.
Yeah.
No. So but what I'm saying is, like, if you see the amount of cursed energy that Angel, I guess Hana has, when they use their curse... Because imagine, like, the amount of light that was radiating. Especially from, like, the Jacob's Ladder. Like, the cursed energy, you can say, like, it's covering... the entire city.
The entire colony.
Like, that is a tremendous amount of cursed energy. Like, so it might be that their normal hand-to-hand capabilities might be off the charts. And as we saw with Higuruma, when you lose your curse technique, that does affect your control of cursed energy normally.
Yeah, which is why I say everyone except for someone like Gojo, who the 6 eyes isn't exactly something you can negate, so I'll say Gojo can keep that. His control over cursed energy is still going to be absurd. He still likely wins that fight.
Oh, by the
And,
way,
like, so basically, it's just who the raw hacks does not counter is just where the power difference is so great that it does not matter, which is where I put Gojo and 20 Fingers Sukuna.
I agree with that. I think they're just too. It's really powerful, and I think the Infinity might actually stop Angel's technique. But just one quick thing as well. Jujutsu Kaisen, $50 Canadian. My fucking man.
Ooh.
He says.
Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, he says, let me join Breeze. So I have him. Actually, I already have him on Discord.
Okay.
So I'm adding through. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Add friends to DM.
Also,
add Corey as well, actually.
It doesn't matter that Yuki is a close quarters combat beast even without her curse technique, because she doesn't have the raw physical stats that Sukuna and Gojo has. That the raw power difference that would allow her to beat Angel, regardless.
I definitely have to take note of the fact that she was also avoiding people like Higuruma and
Kashimo.
Like, she obviously would know if she would die or
yeah,
not.
because
you know what I mean?
Kashimo doesn't need their curse technique to fight at that level.
I mean,
whereas someone like Yuki, Kenjaku,
yeah, especially because Kashimo doesn't rely on his curse technique constantly. Even if he loses it, which he doesn't rely on it, he wouldn't lose control, or like, how to say this, he wouldn't have like flimsy control of his cursed energy afterwards, even if he loses curse technique, because it's not something that he constantly uses. So he wouldn't have that issue.
Yeah.
So by the way, what's up, Jujutsu Kaisen as well? Good to talk to you again.
Oh, what's up?
What's good? What's good?
Wagwan.
I see your boy.
Fans, how's my Megumi stands?
Depressed.
Hurting right now.
Sheesh.
I'll be real.
That boy is dead and they are coping right now. It's heavy.
Hey, Trivia, if you want to come through. No paywall if you want to come through.
Like,
yeah?
There's a chance that... There's
Yeah?
a chance that Megumi is just, like, you know, in the Yuji Sukuna situation, but in reverse. Like, Megumi is just trapped inside of Sukuna right now, but also they could just be suppressed and gone. But I don't see Gege sending him off without any fanfare. Like, even Yuki got some, with, like, the bar scene with Choso.
Yeah, I mean, Megumi
like
is just
he did
depressing.
something like that because she died so quickly.
We're talking
We've
about.
been around Megumi for a while.
Yeah.
He didn't want to make her character seem so underwhelming, knowing he was going to kill her in pretty much her first battle ever. I feel like he only did that to be, you know, appeasing to the fans.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
But somebody like Megumi has been around since day one. He's literally like the Dirtagonist. Is that how you say it? Like,
Deuteragonist is
like he's not the most important person to the story. Like, even his name is kind of showing that it could go either way with his entire life. He's a man with the name of blessings, so that could go for anyone. He could be a blessing to Gojo or Sukuna or just himself or his sister. So I just feel like even with something like that, it's like, you know, it could go either way. He's really a coin toss of a character.
It is a coin toss. It's really sad too, man. I love that.
That's what I feel like is the biggest tragedy. Like, him and his sister are about to be used by sorcerers to fight each other to the death. Like, that's the rawest shit ever. Like, that shit's amazing. Like, it's crazy writing right there. So I feel like it's a great send off. We don't need to see Megumi give any final words. He was never really that type of character.
I don't know though.
Like,
that's depressing.
There is a chance. There's a small chance he could come back.
Yeah, I feel like there's an absolute small chance he's still there, but it's like, are we gonna get that? And even if he was to come back, say Gege wouldn't hesitate to kill him all over again.
Yeah, he might end up like, because Gege is so adamant about hurting Gojo. My thought was, oh no. Gojo is going to come back and have to kill essentially his adopted son and
he would do it though. He would do it.
More like a little brother.
He would do it, but he would fucking bawl his eyes out.
I don't think he would cry. I think he'd be sad.
No, he'd be sad, but I don't think he'd.
He'd be sad.
He
I don't think he'd cry.
In the fight, but he'd be destroyed afterwards.
Yeah,
like,
it's not even fair, man. It's not fair at all.
No, I'm actually curious.
The
like,
backstory, you know. The Angel backstory actually came out.
But the Angel backstory has to do with the whole HAIEN era flashback as a whole, because then it's connected to Sukuna's backstory, potentially some of Kenjaku's backstory, but also, you know, overall the entire HAIEN era. I guess Tengen's too. So if we ever see that, I think by extension, we'd see. That's why we need that HAIEN era flashback, because if we never get that,
Yeah.
I don't know.
There are a few things we're gonna need this year, and if Gege plans on ending it, I hope it's in December this year, because like we got a lot to do.
Yeah.
Oh no, you have no idea. I mean, a year, 32 weeks.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm
Somebody's gonna be
saying.
on vacation?
If it ends
Like,
this year, it's gonna say part 1 end. Part 2's
Yeah.
coming. I'm
It's
just
gonna be a
saying.
Naruto Shippuden thing, isn't it? It's gonna be
Oh
like
yeah,
a
Chainsaw
Naruto-
Man.
It's
Yeah.
gotta be. God, I don't want it to be fucking JJK Shippuden, because like people already compare it to Naruto because they see the first season and they're like, oh, this is just Naruto, even though it's
They're gonna
nothing
do
like
it. They're
Naruto.
gonna
No,
do
no,
an
no.
Attack on Titan.
Let's say Chainsaw Man.
Titan thing,
No, Chainsaw Man. See how Chainsaw Man had part 1, part 2.
I know.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it-
no.
The
Yeah, they have
fucking phrasing of
inspirations.
JJK
Yeah.
Shippuden.
What's good, Iki? As well?
JJK Resident. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I do want to see a part 2 though, because like there's
Yeah.
so much in this story we need to see. Maybe like we get the HAIEN era flashback and then that's just like end of part 1.
Yeah, that would be awesome actually. A HAIEN era flashback.
And we get
Wow.
Nobita
We
coming
just-
back at the end of part 1. I know we were talking about how Megumi fans are
Yuji
doing,
needs
but
someone right now.
yeah, literally,
Yuji needs-
as I was about to say, like we
Yuji
know
needs someone.
we're saying how Megumi
There's-
fans are doing, but like how are
Gojo's
Yuji
still
fans
around,
doing? What? Sorry.
Oh god, I'm devastated, man.
Yuji just got thrown through like an
Oh,
entire city
buildings.
block. Like our boy deserves
Buildings. This man is. If he's not dead, thank God. I'm sure he's not dead.
No,
but
he
still,
can't.
like,
dead.
He's not dead. He's not. No, he's like near
That
death.
boy
better.
hungry.
He got knocked the fuck out, but he's like,
Fair enough.
Can't wait for
Gege was
JJK
going to end the
part
story with
6,
Kinji dying back when Sukuna killed him with that heart, stealing his
He's
heart.
not gonna die like this. Like, this is sad. This is
He
sad.
could just be dead in the next chapter, and he just like, Gege forgets about him.
and
Oof.
fucking Yuji needs someone right
now you
now.
get fans.
So like,
hmm
Nobara.
But who?
We
Nobara?
heard
Right?
just recently, like Yuji lamenting over Nobara's supposed death. Like, come on, we gotta see.
What do you guys think
If
about
we're
that ship
going
as well?
to get-
What about Ui?
If
Ui
we're
shows up.
going to get Nobara, it has to be right here, right now.
No, no, no.
If
Like, it
Gege
could be one at a
doesn't-
time.
if Gege doesn't
Like,
do it, if
Yuji
Gege doesn't
needs
do it,
someone
we
right
just-
now.
Nah,
Like,
Maya,
I
think about this.
don't
Like,
want to see my boy suffer
Im-
more.
imagine, let's say there is going to be like a part 1 and part 2. Imagine part 1 ends, like the final page, we just see Nobita, like awaken. We see her with an eye patch or something. It's like seeing she's about to take
Yeah,
action. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be really
no.
hype, but also I just want my boy Yuji to have a little solace in his fucking
Yuji needs
epic of
that.
sorrow. Like,
Yuji needs some of that comfort right now.
I mean, after Shibuya, he's just been depressed. There's no
Yeah.
helping this
Yeah,
man.
he's been. I mean,
Like-
the man was basically about to commit suicide in a domain exam.
Yeah.
he's been
He's
okay. Like, he's been killed. Like
Twice.
by
Yeah.
fucking Yuta. Yuta killed him and Sukuna killed him back in the
Yeah.
day.
To be fair, he killed himself, right?
PTSD.
Well, yeah, he killed himself there.
That's even more sad.
Yeah, like
He was gonna-
Yuji
and,
has
like,
been through
yeah.
the ringer. He's been through Shibuya. He had to deal with Naoya, which is like, worse than Shibuya.
Yeah, I love
Um,
that ship that Oliver just said. What do you, Yuji X irrelevant? Oh my lord. That's
No.
like,
Oh,
UGX Enlightenment. Try to-
Enlightenment,
the Yuta
baby.
haters are coming.
Toto's
You know
another
me.
option to come in to pick Yuji back
What's
up. but we
Toto
already
gonna do?
have
Clap?
Shibuya.
Toto with
Is
4 arms.
Toto gonna clap?
Toto with 7 sins of saying Toto with 4 arms. I mean, that's kind of
Yeah.
crazy. The awakened, honored
I feel
one
like
Toto.
If Toto ever came back, he'd have to change his technique to a snap instead of a clap.
Oh, good
Yeah.
theory. Good theory,
Yeah.
actually.
He gotta
Yeah,
snap
no,
his
that's-
fingers instead.
that's it.
That's the new
If
boogie
he
woogie.
made a binding vow for that.
No, that's not the
yeah,
boogie woogie. That's the woogie boogie, man. That's the boogie boogie.
The Woogie
Like, He
Boogie.
just snaps his fingers like,
With the
yeah.
transfinger hand too.
Maybe.
Amazing.
That's a good
does
theory.
Toto's,
Yeah.
wait. I have a question about. I gotta think
Yeah?
about. We think about this. Toto's curse technique, right? So you said
Mm-hmm.
he says he needs to clap for it to be active, or he needs to
Yeah.
clap from someone else's hand, right? So technically, what's defined as a clap? Does he need to hear the sound? Can he just use his fingers?
That's what I'm saying. That's why, like,
I
Feel
Lou's
his
theory is
hand-to-hand
good.
Contact.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Cause he did it with Mahito. Like he just slapped his hand, not necessarily clapped it. So I just feel like it's the touching of the hands.
it's the touching
Mm-hmm.
of the hand, right? Oh wow, that's
Unless it needs to be like
He
a
also
different
faked out
hand.
Hanami with just by clapping, so I feel like the technique is activated by its cursed energy output.
True.
Yeah,
True.
it's just the cursed energy being dedicated inside of like the contact of two hands. It looks like it doesn't need to be specifically in like a clap. It just has to be through that gesture, which means he could maybe do something to like allow him to use the technique by himself, but he's still definitely more of a co-op fight guy.
Oh, just one quick thing as well to say, like what Oliver said, how he's gonna get reverse curse technique heal. I think the reason most people think he's not gonna get reverse curse technique heal, in case some people like haven't heard this before, it's more likely actually that since Mahito damaged the soul, since it wasn't like the arm was, like maybe like the arm wasn't damaged normally, like the soul of it was destroyed, so it's possible that the soul can't be healed.
Mahito's abilities like truth seeker orbs from Naruto.
Yeah,
like,
good
it
one,
just
actually.
attacks the soul straight up.
He popped the soul. He popped his left hand soul.
He popped the left hand soul. Wow.
Yeah, Soma has a good theory as well. He can make a Shikigami for it. Maybe that could like just like Yuki.
I was thinking like they could go over fucking Mechamaru's workshop and get him a fucking
a robot arm. That's a Blaziken theory right there.
About Shikigamis, what the hell?
Yeah?
What the hell was that Shikigami, man?
Which one? Oh, Nue.
The Nue, my guy. Nue was massive.
The biggest bird.
Biblically accurate
Bro,
Nue.
That's
pulled
kind of
me
crazy.
out of my seat. I was like, what? What is this?
It had Takaba and Maki sweating, so there is that as well.
It had me sweating, bro. And I live in a cold climate. I got AC on 24/7, and I was shaking.
It's crazy. It's actually crazy. I actually can't wait to see Maharoga.
This technique goes wild if you have more cursed energy.
I remember like
Is it a cursed energy thing?
yeah, probably. I mean,
It's
I was
probably
showing
a
Lou
cursed energy
yesterday, like the video, if you remember Lou, with the rabbits from ReZero, those killer rabbits.
Mm-hmm.
If he summons the rabbits, like those are gonna be some demonic ass rabbits. I can't even lie.
Not the rabbit.
Yeah, those are gonna be some ReZero rabbits, my guy.
Yeah.
It does make sense too, why like his technique, not even his technique, his own cursed energy and power is changing, you know, the Shikigami itself. Because if I like paid attention to how Geto's moves were when he were fighting Yuta, it's completely different when Kenjaku's in his body. He's pulling out mini Uzumakis. So, you know, I feel like if you're really good or, you know, you're an experienced sorcerer, you could definitely recognize the technique has way more in store if you're just that smart.
Mini Uzumakis. Oh, worse.
Uzumaki was dirty.
Oh,
Yeah, and multiple at that. Like, he pulled it out a couple times. So
Kenjaku seems to be really built different as well.
Makes it different.
Yeah, like with the mini Uzumaki
Kenjaku
reversal
is
of
probably
technique.
the best cursed energy user we know of, aside from like maybe Gojo, who's like the perfected 6-eyes user.
I want to give that title to Sukuna, to be honest.
I mean,
let me
it's
be
a
honest,
bit
People don't know about Jujutsu line and still stuck with
Let
it
me be honest
today.
with you guys for a second. When I saw Kenjaku for the first time, I was thinking, oh, this is gonna be like a mastermind, like a Lelouch. He can't fight. He's just really good at manipulating. Then he pulls up to Tengen's place, full on, and destroys everybody. 2 special grade level sorcerers and a grade 1. I mean,
I think
Like, Choso from that showing is like maybe he could contest with like base form, like without domain expansion,
I
like
doubt it.
disaster curses. But like he's not fucking with like a higher tier. He's like the strongest possible.
I mean, to be
grade
fair, the
one.
consension, not
That's
consent,
why
like
he's
the
so smart. He
yeah,
knows
like the
how to choose a
general
battle like that.
yeah, like the general thing that people agreed on was even before we got to see him fight with Yuki. I mean, most people. I mean, I even made a video on it with Enemy Stand User. Most people thought that he's like even stronger than Yuta. Just with Geto's curse technique alone, like maybe he could use it better. He has his own like stuff to add onto it, add a domain, and then let alone we get to see him with gravity.
So old.
Yeah, and all this other crazy shit. And who knows? Like he even says himself, he has Yuki theorizes, which is probably true. He has like 2 or 3 other one-time use curse techniques, which he can use in an emergency. Crazy. He didn't even need to use it to beat Yuki.
It's wild that he has 3 permanent techniques, being his brain, his fucking curse
and
spirit
Yuji's
manipulation,
mom's
and
technique.
fucking anti-gravity because
Anti-gravity.
Mm-hmm.
that That was
wasn't asked for.
crazy.
Yeah, he
that
was spamming that. I
Yeah.
feel like it's so nice too to see it from his character, just for
Honestly,
what anti-gravity does.
Actually, not reversing it would have been better there because instead of just slamming someone into the ground, you just absolutely make them lose their footing because suddenly they're in anti-gravity.
But
Like,
then they
I
could
don't know
still
why
fight
he-
back
Yeah.
though. Like,
then-
say with Choso, when he's like being pushed into the ground, he can't fight back. But if he was in anti-gravity, he could still like fire a pissing blood or do something.
Yeah. Although maybe the way it works, maybe
Yeah, I feel like that's
he won't
more of
be
like an
able to-
escape tool.
Have you guys ever been to have you guys ever fallen before, like fallen off an airplane or something? Like I'm sure
No.
we
No, an
get
airplane.
that same feeling maybe.
Never in my life.
Yeah, no. Y'all are small fry.
Yeah, because we haven't. I don't know. That's
I've never fallen off
Naruto
an airplane. Don't worry about it.
Noritoshi Kamo probably just had basic blood manipulation.
mhm. Probably amped like
doubt it.
crazy because of Kenjaku.
Yeah, but like
Absolutely.
Noritoshi Kamo's technique is probably just blood.
Well, I don't want to say just blood manipulation, because like think about this. We like right now what we're seeing is the true potential of the 10 shadows, and obviously we know the 10 shadows, blood manipulation, and limitless.
Yeah.
All the 6 eyes,
Yeah.
all rivaling each other.
I am a big blood manipulation believer. I'm like, that is. People
Nah.
don't think about it as much as they think about like limitless
Mm-hmm.
and 10 shadows when they think of the strongest techniques, but it deserves to be up there. But my thing is, it's
Mm-hmm.
like without RCT, the technique cannot be used to its maximum.
I think
yeah,
I feel
like,
like for the
it-
high tiers,
yeah,
the reverse
I
cast
agree
technique is a
with
bare
that.
minimum.
Like no, if you've got RCT
yeah.
and you have like a domain expansion, like
Blood
that
manipulation is
technique's
No,
on
no,
the
no,
same
no, no, no.
tier
But
as
that's like still thinking really, really small though. Because like what I mean is, if someone has the amount of cursed energy that 50 Fingered Sukuna has, so let's say the original head who became a vengeful spirit 1,000 years ago during the HAIEN era, like if you have that much cursed energy, what we're seeing from the 10 shadows right now, seeing the difference between like say Megumi and then someone really powerful, seeing like the massive amp the base technique got, I'm thinking like seriously, the true form of the blood manipulation could like summon a tsunami of blood, like flood a city. Like, it has to be
You guys
something
wanna-
ridiculous.
Actually,
All
actually,
techniques
you
have that
guys
same
want to know
level.
something?
Sorry,
There,
yeah.
There's something I've noticed about JJK top tiers.
Mm-hmm.
Not a
one?
single one of them only has, like, one technique aside from Yuki. Kenjaku
Oh.
has multiple techniques. Gojo
no,
has,
Yuki's more of
Gojo
a
has both
jack
the
of all trades.
limitless.
Well,
Gojo
Yuki's
has both
not.
the limitless and the 6 eyes. Sukuna has dismantle, cleave, fire. Probably more than that.
No, well,
Yuta has his copied techniques. He also has Rika. All of like our special grades, our top tiers, all have multiple techniques.
but the thing is, Yuki actually does have. She has a simple domain. She has a domain expansion. She has
In that black hole,
Garuda,
reverse lapse,
she's
or
got
whatever it is.
and she's got reverse curse technique too. So technically speaking, she does have a lot, but it's not like a curse technique type of a lot.
Yeah.
Whatever that black hole is definitely another technique
Yeah,
as
no,
well.
that black hole
That's
is
true.
crazy.
Yeah, that's true actually.
Black hole is just a different application of her normal technique. It's a maximum, probably.
Yeah, well, it's
Did she
a
specify?
stop button. It's not
I
a
mean-
maximum technique does not kill you when you use it.
It's
No, 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 no.
unlikely
But like,
that it would
that's what a
usually kill
maximum
her
is,
because
though.
Here's the
What?
thing. A maximum is the full, uninhibited output, your technique at its maximum possible ability. The maximum possible ability in this instance is generating a black hole. Because that is just concentrating all her mass to the point where it just collapses and makes that black hole. My thing is, I think that she has used it before because she could control it to the point where it did not destroy more than the surrounding area, despite being stated as
Oh,
something that
with
could
the help of
destroy a
Tengen's barrier,
large
though.
amount of the
It
I
did
thought
help.
it was Tengen's barrier.
It was
that
both.
helping.
It was both.
partially did
Oh,
it, but
yeah.
Yuki's control.
No, no,
It
it
was
was
safe.
more
Yuki's
so her will,
Tengen's barrier
apparently.
held it back.
So like the
And
will when
also,
she
I
imbued
want
into the
to
curse
point out
technique.
that this was done while her stomach was destroyed, meaning she was not gaining more cursed energy during this.
Corey,
Meaning
what's
that
good? What's
was
good, Corey?
all just the cursed energy she had in her upper body because she was no longer generating any, and it was no
Mhm.
longer flowing throughout her body because her stomach was gone.
Right. Actually,
So-
one
What
one
you
quick
said
thing
about
as well,
Yuki
like
It's
having Rika,
likely
she has
that
to
Yuki
remove-
could make
yeah,
like an actual fucking black hole without
Right,
killing
right.
herself, but it might not be as strong as the one
Right.
she used against Kenjaku, because that was an all or nothing.
so
gamble.
two quick things as
Fair
well.
enough.
So what's up, Corey? How you doing, Corey?
Hello.
Corey.
I'm
Corey.
good. Yo, what's up, yo? What's
How you
up,
doing,
yo?
man? What were you playing as well? You said you were playing something before you came through.
Bro, I was playing 2K, bro. That shit
2K.
is ass.
The new
stay
2K
on
is
2K,
garbage. What?
Find better time to use.
Yeah.
Do some push-ups, man.
Nah, I was playing with my cousin, bro. I was playing with my cousin. That's
Alright,
why.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, that's the only time I
criminal,
play
man.
with somebody else.
Yeah. One other thing was like,
But Maya, is it?
yeah.
Yes, hello.
Well, what you were saying about like the two techniques thing, you mentioned Yuta having Rika like as an extension. Then
Yeah.
then we basically have to say that the same case for Yuki having two techniques too, because she also has Garuda.
It's not quite the same thing, I think, because Rika is like a vengeful curse adapted into Yuta to become like an It's
I
weird
mean,
because his
not
technique
necessarily
is
anymore,
sealed
she's a Shikigami though,
inside of
right?
Rika.
It's like a ghetto situation, I guess you could say. I mean,
Yeah.
I thought
would
she
you
was just
count
like a
all of
Shikigami
Ghetto's
now
curse
instead
spirits
of,
as
since
one
the curse
thing
got
or as
broken.
different things? Would you
Well,
count Ghetto's?
Uzumaki gives single use, can give single use.
No, I mean like with
curse-
just the cursed spirits. Like
Yeah.
if you think it's the same concept as with Yuta, right? It's like, is each cursed spirit their own thing, or like all one entity that is like?
I wouldn't say one
Curse
entity. It seems like all of them kind of
Yeah.
are their own thing because they all have different curse techniques attached to them. I mean, one other
And
thing
then
that I was trying to get in
Shikigami is
before
they
was
are
like,
a separate entity from
because
curse
one
spirits.
thing AD was saying in the chat as well, like something I want to get into. Like he was saying, do you think Yuta's gonna stay alive? I mean, before I was thinking, so by the end of the series, I used to think Yuta was gonna die, kind of because we needed a special grade to die and it'd hype up the final arc more. We kind of already got that with Yuki. Like, do you guys think
Yeah.
Yuta's even gonna
This is-
die?
This is
I
Gege's favorite character.
I
He's not
prefer
going.
Yuta dying, honestly. Prefer Yuta dying.
Nanami used to be Gege's favorite, and we saw what happened. Don't gamble.
When he's a
used.
used
Yeah.
to be. He gave
Used
Yuta
to
over
be.
200 points. He boosted that man's points out the ass.
Yeah.
He had-
Crazy.
He had to make a
That
whole
was
separate note.
unfortunate.
That
Like,
nigga,
oh,
that
yeah, he
nigga
doesn't have
Gege
that many,
loved
I'm
you to
sorry.
so much he forgot how to do math.
Literally, like that's his favorite for sure. He's not gonna die. He gave that man way too many points just to retract.
I mean,
Like, oh, I'm
do you
sorry,
think
I
he's
got
gonna
too
get
deep.
bodied by Kenjaku? How do you think that fight's gonna go?
I feel like
Yo.
it's gonna be Yuta's hardest fight.
Yo,
Like,
Urayume
he's
might
fought
be the
Geto
one to fight
before.
Yuta. Like,
this is
Damn.
Geto, to be
Kenjaku,
honest.
like I could imagine, right? Kenjaku
Hey,
walks
relax,
in, right?
relax. Urume, alright,
Kenjaku
chill,
comes
chill on
in,
you.
Nah.
and he's looking at Yuta. Yuta's like, "I'll kill you, Kenjaku," and he just said, "Urayume just."
Alright, relax, nah,
And in that
relax.
first speech, you don't even need the bullhorn
That's-
for that shit no more. He's definitely on a different level. I think
True.
he's
That's a bit
slept on
much.
in
Yeah.
that fight.
To be fair, I think
Wait.
because the what is it called? The megaphone. It's something that even Unumaki uses. It's something that just amplifies the curse technique already.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
megaphone
that's
thing is so out of
actually-
nowhere,
That's
honestly.
actually a good idea. Yuki could black hole Garuda on a target.
Well, that's true.
Then she died. Then
That's interesting because if we say the black hole is always suicidal, that still means she could fucking use it once.
I mean,
she'd give up
yeah.
her weapon, but she
Like, what if
yeah.
she, like, say with Garuda, she sends it flying into a city, or say where someone is, like, really far away, and she, like, makes a good distance between herself and the enemy, and she's like, alright, just turn into a black hole. Possible. It's possible.
Yeah, no, that.
That's pretty
Hey,
interesting. I
you
mean,
know-
That would be
I
crazy.
never-
She'd be pissed after that.
Yeah?
No,
No, I
Yuki
never
was
thought.
killed by cursed energy because her black hole was made of cursed
oh, that's a good
energy.
theory from Noel in
Yeah.
the chat as well. A mini black hole. Just like
Oh,
Kenjaku,
yeah,
the
she
mini
could-
Uzumaki. Yeah.
I feel like she could definitely do mini black holes, but I mean, she's not gonna gamble on that while Kenjaku is.
no,
Like, seemingly
yeah.
in good
Yeah, but I mean,
condition.
think
Yeah,
about the
I mean,
difference between a mini
mini black
Uzumaki and a regular Uzumaki. Like a regular Uzumaki is gonna wipe out a city, and a mini one just did like a tiny, it did it like a high amount of output damage, but it didn't do any AOE
It's
damage.
Concentrated damage in a small.
Yeah,
area.
so it's possible.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
good theory from Noel, like a mini black. I will never see it happen because she's dead. So that's unfortunate.
Don't
But
come on, man.
A
Don't
lot of
hurt me,
things
man.
Yuki could potentially
Look, my
do.
wife-
Like Blazer can hear this.
My wife, okay? She was like,
she's gone, guys. It is what it is.
You know, he's still on the Yuki coming
Yeah,
back train.
I've seen him tweet about it. Yeah.
that copium on me, okay?
Okay.
That copium was heavy.
I
Grace
have
thinks Megumi is
a
alive,
puff
yeah.
of copium for you, okay?
Yeah.
Yay.
Black holes, due to their massive concentration of mass and energy,
you're on
do
the time
warp
thing,
space
aren't
and
you?
time.
Yeah.
So, if Gege decides to take that route with it and say, oh yeah, she wormholed herself to safety somehow by reversing time on her body, it's an ass pull, but hey, there's your
in the
huff of
shit?
copium.
I mean, I've seen it go around,
That's,
but
that's
sounds
a very big
otherworldly, very outlandish. What other?
Yeah.
it's what Blaziken. It's what everyone's saying though. Like Blaziken, the Yuki
I mean,
fans.
time traveling. Should we be surprised considering there's a guy who can teleport? There's
Oh,
another
Corey, I
one
gotta DM you later. My bad. That's a side note.
Standing in
Oh.
one place.
Sorry, what?
I said, like, should we be surprised that time travel might actually be a curse technique in this universe?
That would be kind
Possibly?
of crazy, to be honest with you. But
Someone
I
who
feel
manipulates
like
time,
it has
yeah.
to have, you know, a decent
I
limit
would
on
be
it.
surprised.
hope if time travel's a thing, it's like the one-way thing like Oda did with Toki.
That kind of suck.
Mm.
'Cause, like, if someone can travel backwards in time, that is fucked.
At least 30 seconds, you know what I mean? It can't be no longer than a minute
30
unless it's
30
crazy
seconds
OP.
is fine.
Wait, what was
See,
what was his
Oda's a
name from
5-minute
Hunter x
guy,
Hunter?
so-
That guy. What is his name? Like the fourth prince, Tsunai. How do you say his name?
Sir
Trident.
Isaac.
It's a
It's a
ride.
Shrine. I always flop with his
Oh,
name.
does
Something
anyone
like him.
want a fucking the PowerPoint presentation
What was
you need to
Tagashi
explain his
cooking?
fucking
That
ability?
name.
Is
What was
he
he
the
cooking
one
with
for
that name?
Yuki? No, thank you. I do not need that.
To break that shit down into syllables.
Okay, so this is a bit of a tangent, but Saraidnik's technique is basically, it's really weird because he gets to see 10 seconds of the future.
Yeah, we were talking
and
about
then
it yesterday.
The future he sees
Yeah.
plays out, but he can change it, but it only changes his perception, and then once those 10 seconds end, that he decides to change, the timelines converge, and his movements in the timeline affect it, but everyone else only perceived the original 10 seconds.
Yeah, I think we were
Which
going
is
into it
really
with
very
Corey
mind-boggling.
G, right?
In
You asked like
absolute-
what the difference is between it and King Crimson.
Okay. That's interesting. That's
If-
a very confusing technique ability.
Yeah, it's a very
out to
interesting
Takashi.
okkotsu.
Shout out
It's
Takashi.
something.
Bro, that's worse than Yuha. No, it's actually better
Like
than
Bernard. That's true, actually. I forgot.
than
Charles
No
Bernard.
spoilers,
He's got like he's got time-based abilities in a way. He can see the future.
Yeah, he can control. He can see the future, then control what outcome he
They got
wants from the
techniques on
future.
it, something.
I don't think he can control the outcome. I think he can just see it.
No, he can. It's stated he can control the outcome. He can
Choose
Are you
is
sure?
choose the outcome. Yeah.
which future occurs.
Okay, like choose it. I guess. Yeah. Choose.
Wait,
Oh my God.
need to go back on that because I always thought he could
sees
just see the
infinite
future.
futures, and
Yeah.
then it's just like, oh, I want that one.
That one,
Charles
yeah,
Bernard.
He picked,
Troll.
he picked one where he picked one where
Literally Charles
blade
Bernard.
broke, my guy. Like he didn't
Funny
touch
name,
the blade. He just picked one and it came. Like Jesus.
We're talking about the same guy who is getting bodied by Base Hakari.
No, we're talking.
Yeah.
They're talking about somebody else.
Wait, who are you guys talking about?
No, it's not. No one's talking about Hakari. I'm talking about Yuha's and his stupid abilities.
Yeah.
Wait, Yuha? Why are we talking about Yuha? Wait, I was talking about Charles Bernard.
We were just talking about time-based abilities.
I know, just general time-based.
No, but I was saying like
Sorry about
I was talking about Charles Bernard, and you were saying how he could like no. For a moment, I thought you were saying Charles Bernard could edit the future. I was like, what the fuck?
No.
I was like, did I miss something? I was like,
No.
what?
I don't know where you got that idea, my guy.
You were saying it, yeah. I was asking.
No, I said Yuha. No, not Charles. Who the fuck Charles, man?
I don't
Charles
know.
is father. Charles probably loses to Yuji. I'm gonna be real.
Of course he does.
Yeah,
I
I would
can't argue with
completely
that.
agree with you.
Like,
I mean, to be fair, he
Really
only
can't
got that
argue with
1
that. I think
second.
Yuji probably would
Yeah.
back his ass
Yeah,
up.
he only got that 1 second because Hakari was playing around.
yeah.
Hands in his
Had his hands in his
pockets.
pockets.
Mm.
Pockets in his
Yo,
hands,
at the
whatever
same
you
time.
want to say.
Charles was like,
Oh my God.
Charles was like, how? I can see 2 seconds into the future now.
Nah,
Bitch. And Hakari just turns on a domain expansion. God.
he got Hakari
That
good
nigga
though.
Charles is so
Name
dumb,
the
bruh.
person in fucking
Yeah.
Hit jackpot for the one shot
Sumiki's
him.
body. What's the name of that person?
10,000 Yoruzu.
Yoruzu?
Yorozu? Yeah, fuck, what was it? Yorozu is, what was I gonna say?
Like
How did I forget what I was gonna say?
I think
Queen
Yorozu
of
was like a
Poisons.
god in Japanese mythology, or was it like gods in Japanese? It was like the name. Yorozu?
10,000.
I don't know any of that.
Yeah, like 10,000 gods or something around those.
No,
Yeah.
it's just the number
And I think they
10,000.
all got something to do with poison.
Yoruzu
Oh.
like straight up translates to 10,000.
Gojo saved Hakari's ass with that rule. Cause like imagine the culling game ends and he has to just fucking look for Yuta for like a month. He's like, hey bro, I need to come all the way across Japan to you. Hey.
They got wee though. They,
crazy.
Yeah, we can
But
teleport
yeah.
around.
Now they can do it across.
Wee mon ami.
He can go across the fucking during the culling games and he can go get his arm back.
Yeah.
I wonder
Maybe.
how he's actually gonna get that on back. I really want to see.
It's gonna
Like,
be
is it gonna
Shoko,
via domain
Yuta.
or something else.
No.
That's
Someone
the
can
only
just
way I
heal
see
it.
it.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
who though?
we
'Cause, like, you got a
Yuta in
time limit on
JJK
versus
Zero
technically.
heal a missing leg on Maki, so.
I mean,
I
actually,
know, but he couldn't
Lou
heal
made a
her
good point.
burns after a certain amount of time.
Yeah, because it
Yeah,
turns into a
it only
scar.
works for a certain amount
Oh
of
yeah,
time.
once
So
it's
if
scarred over.
so, maybe
And
so
that arm is gone
if it's
completely.
yeah.
Wait,
If
do
it's
you think
fresh,
he's just gonna? Do you think he's just gonna? Actually, no, because the entire arm was blown.
It's
up,
kind of like
not
a
just
future
blown
Gohan,
off,
if you guys have
right?
seen Dragon Ball Z, where even though his
Hell yeah.
arm was gone for so long, even if he had eaten a sensu bean, it wouldn't have healed because it's considered like a scar at that point. It's the same reason
Yeah,
why
Yeah, exactly.
they can't heal
Letting it
Yuji's
down.
face.
He just. What if instead of letting it scar, he just like takes a knife and he just fucking stabs it repeatedly to not let it
That's
scar
sadistic.
over?
Maybe.
That is crazy.
that's a
Keeping
bit
it fresh would be
that's a
insane.
bit dark, you know.
Actually, I like what
Around
Oliver's saying
bleed
as
out,
well.
to be
Like,
honest.
because
Fuck around and find out.
now Oliver in the chat saying how like are Ryu and Uro gonna pull up? I think Uro, Kashimo,
We need them
Ryu,
to.
Sukuna don't want
Yuta, they're gonna
All of
run on
them need
Sukuna.
to pull up.
Shigori don't want
Everybody needs to
Yeah,
pull up.
we need the whole squad to be
We need
honest.
the whole.
Oh,
squad.
guys, let's be real. Let's be real.
Sukuna don't want these
They
problems.
need to jump in.
No. They don't need to jump him. We only need one person. One person. Curse technique Kashimo.
Gojo.
Curse technique Kashimo. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Shut the hell up.
He's gonna
Curse
overpower-
technique Kashimo. That's
He's
what I'm
gonna
saying.
overpower Sukuna. I don't think he's gonna end.
I mean, with his
that
curse
fight winning. I think
technique,
he's
it's
gonna
only
burn
15
out
fingers.
before he beats him.
He
It's only
better
15
attack
fingers.
last, to be honest with you. If Kashimo really wants
Nah. He's soloing. He's gonna make Sukuna run between his
Hey,
tails between his legs.
Hey, Eclipse, I can bet money right now. Kashima will not land a hit on Sukuna.
Okay, that's
Wait, you
crazy.
believe
I
that?
don't know.
No,
I don't
do you
know.
believe that?
Who is curse technique?
No,
Oh, we betting.
What?
Kashimo really a dog, to be honest.
Real
I
life
don't
money. Real
know.
life money.
I agree
Like,
with
we've already seen
Lulu.
what Kashima's
That's
got.
easy money,
We already
Kashima's
know
got
that
that dollar.
Kashima is
You
kind
want-
of
you want to
fucking
put something down.
crazy.
Yeah, like you
Like-
almost got to be immortal to beat the fucker.
Yeah.
Your ability's crazy.
Like the only
all
people
that.
that scale near him in the culling games are Jackpot Hakari, Yuta, fucking Uro, and Ryu.
Hmm.
Like,
To be
Uro-
honest.
Uro-
And I feel like
Really
we got
stronger.
at least 3 out of that whole 4.
like he might. You could pretty easily say he's like the strongest in this group.
What do
Even
you
with
mean?
his
Me
first
was
technique.
here. Me was
Okay,
around.
okay,
Me was
okay.
around. What are you talking about?
Oh, that's
MKK?
true.
What is she gonna do? to be
MKK,
honest?
yeah.
Like,
I want to know if she did a binding vow on herself in the midst of
Probably.
I
walking
think,
around
I
Sendai.
think Curse Technique Kashimo is going to be one of the fucking like top tiers.
Absolutely.
It has to be. Yeah, it's got to be like.
There's
I'm genuinely
no
honest.
way
Yeah,
that
no.
they're
Gojo
gonna-
20 fingers Sukuna level.
JJ's
Zero
built this up too
difficulty.
much. Yeah, JJ's built this up too much for us to just not ignore it.
Yeah.
Especially with that
Godspeed,
Yuta
Kashimo,
being
boy.
as strong as Yuki statement. Oh, the Yuta fans.
Single use, a
Oh.
single-use curse technique? That's absurd.
Yeah.
It has to be some type of
Can only use it once.
Yeah, no.
nuclear
it's
fission
gotta
or
be.
some shit. Like you might just try.
Oh, he's saying like Byron mode Naruto.
Literally,
Yeah.
like oh
Yeah,
no, he's gonna
yeah, it's
use
gonna be like a
neons and
Byron
shit
mode.
like
I'm
that.
thinking that he's just gonna get so absurdly strong that like Sukuna's gonna be questioning his life choices at that point.
Sukuna's gonna run.
Come on.
I'm telling you, he's
Or
gonna
a
run to
short-lived
Urume.
transformation would be
I
nice.
feel like it's
Did
gonna
Joe
be a
start
short-lived transformation. It's gonna be like the reason Kashimo is so adamant that it has to be against Sukuna is because he dies after he uses it.
No.
Maybe he
And
just
he
turns
can test
completely
his
into lightning
power.
or something.
I
Yeah.
think he just loses his
He
curse
can't test
technique.
powers, he's dead.
So like, it's a couple things. Probably like obviously
If
we
he
already know
loses it,
one.
he can still fight after it's
Yeah.
done because losing his curse technique doesn't remove his curse energy.
But the
property.
thing
It
is,
doesn't
he
remove his fighting
knows,
skill.
like, because Kenjaku himself, like, straight up says he wasn't sugarcoating or anything. straight up, he says Sukuna was the strongest. Like, I can't even lie about that. So he knows, even with his, not just his false base that we've seen, but even his true base, with his regular curse technique, that he stands no chance. So he probably made a bunch of binding vows. So we know one, right, is that he's going to lose his curse technique. I imagine there's others. So maybe another binding vows, there's going to be like a time limit to like increase the
like he's
technique
just
as well.
fucking die once the timer on them.
I don't think he'd die though. That's like
Sukuna
too
doesn't
far.
body him,
Get
so-
fried.
Yeah,
Pretty fried up.
Why
He's gonna,
would
like,
the
Netherite or shoot
maniac
your hand.
searching for his final fight not be like, okay, I am going to fight Sukuna, and I'm going to beat him with the most glorious, fun,
It's literally
awesome
gonna be Night Guy.
fucking battle of my life, and then I'm done. I don't need to be here.
Bro, like, is that a W if
Like,
you
why
die?
not?
Night Guy.
What type of a...
yeah.
What
No,
is
to
that?
be fair,
Beat him before you die, that is a W.
you know what's really confusing? You know what really confuses me? The fact that everybody wants the smoke with Sukuna. It's so counterintuitive. It's like, do you want to die?
No, they're just Sukuna's an absolute dickhead in the HAIEN era. Bro, everyone's out for this guy. Yoruzu,
Yes,
Angel.
but you would
Everyone wants to
also
smoke,
understand there is a
Niggas back then, they was
it
Hey,
was.
what?
I mean, fair, but it's suicide.
No, I
It's
mean,
suicide.
yeah, but think about it. Sukuna probably did
dying
so
in
much
battle is a
destruction.
Great honor.
Yeah, and
Like,
dying in battle was a great honor if
Someone
you land
fucking-
a hit. If you
Okay.
land a hit.
It's kind of like how
Bro, I'm speaking out my ass
fucking-
right now, bro. I don't believe in any of that shit.
It's kind of like how Kenjaku just rolled up and took over the fucking Kamo clan and kicks Noritoshi out. Sukuna did shit like that to piss people off, like that level of disrespect. And he fought fucking everyone.
because imagine
Like,
how
there's
angry you
no
have to
way.
be for multiple people to incarnate just to fuck you up.
Bro.
Like, they're traveling through time to kill
got
you.
beef.
Yeah.
People
That is
got
insane.
beef. People's got beef. It's so
What
much.
did he do to make the niggas that mad?
That is the perfect word.
That meme it
What
actually
did he do
fits.
to make all of them so mad at him?
See, I like what Soma's
could he
saying as well in the chat. Soma's saying Kashimo will start a happy family after finding Sukuna. See? Sounds just like Kashimo.
Wow. Yeah, in heaven.
yeah,
Maybe not.
definitely.
Nah. Kashimo was too good for that shit. You know?
I mean, we already know his
He's
descendants are around, right? You know, Miwa, Blue Hat. You know, I'm just saying.
Wow. Miwa.
Blue hair and pronoun.
Hey, Kashimo got busy back in the day, man. It is what it
Oh
is.
my god.
He was an old man. He was like a grandpa by the time we saw him, so you know. It is what it
The
is.
reason Kenjaku popped Uzumaki
Oh,
on you is because they knew it was Kashima's descendant. Get him out of here.
Yeah, he's afraid of
Get you
Miwa.
wrong.
Yeah. Kenjaku looked at her as like, you look like Kashimo. I need to deal with you real quick.
Yeah.
You're more of a threat than you,
Yeah,
though.
you're more of a threat. You're more of a threat than Gojo.
Let me
Get out
use
of
my
here.
strongest attack.
Like, actually, he disregards Yuta in like 5 seconds, and then he sees me and is like, oh, I gotta pop Uzumaki on this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, guys. By the way,
Disrespect.
Ramen is a day.
I gotta end it in 10 minutes as well. So I don't know what time it'd be for you guys. It'd be like 10:35 my time. So like
Alright,
in
yeah.
10 minutes. Yeah.
No problem. We'll keep going. Anyway.
I mean, do you guys really think
Time
like?
goes on.
Yeah. Do you guys really think Miwa's? I do think she's gonna have some really important role to play, specifically with
speak on
Kinji.
Miwa.
When was the
For
last
real.
we saw Miwa walk down an alley
Looking like a
she's about
top
to get
tier.
married to Prince Charming or something?
She was like
And
literally
she
looking
doesn't
up.
appear
Get
again.
shit done.
She does not appear again, and I'm like, what is she gonna do?
No, genuinely, she looked like she
I
was
love her.
gonna go and
What is she gonna
3v1
do?
the Sendai 4. Like she's actually gonna 3v1 them and mid diff them. I don't know.
She
It's
would.
crazy.
Honestly, that's what I was thinking, man. Like, what was the plan?
Binding vows
She
are
gonna fight
crazy.
Kinjaku? She gonna meet
Like-
Yuji? Like,
Miwa's gotta do something big. There's
Yeah.
no way.
yeah, that's just gonna be a waste of character if she didn't
Hmm.
do anything. Honestly.
I mean, you know, maybe she gets a lightning buff. Oh, wait a minute. Noel as well. The
At
$5.
this point, I just
Yeah.
want to see Miwa get
Oh.
one.
Yeah, Noel
Poor
saying
Miwa. She's got more L's than Yuji.
one minute. Because Noel's saying I wonder how
And going like,
guys. One
hello,
second.
useless Miwa.
Yeah, no, just real
Useful
quick, because
meal
Noel's
by the
asking, I wonder how the high-ups are going to handle the current news. Like, actually, how do you guys think, like, the high-ups are going to look after the story is all? Much love, Noel. So, like, do you think they're even going to be around? Do you think if the HAIEN era, like, what do you think is going to happen to the higher-ups?
Ain't Kenjaku kill all the ones that was like against?
Oh, that's true, yeah. But they're still around,
They're
to some
basically
extent.
just Kenjaku's posse at this point. It's like all
Exactly.
down to Kenjaku.
To be fair,
But I mean-
everyone,
centralized on
to be fair,
Kenjaku.
everyone who's like 50 and above Kenjaku's posse.
Yeah.
That's not a lie.
Yeah.
But I mean, think about it, though,
50
because
and above,
it goes with,
Kenjaku dick riders.
it goes with Gojo's main goal. So let's say the higher-ups are de-established by the end of the series, so Kenjaku dies, the corrupted ones are killed as well, then there are no more high-ups. So kind of like the world that Gojo envisioned, I don't actually think about that. It would come to
Starts
pass.
slowly take form.
Yeah,
Yeah,
possibly.
possible.
MKK is canon.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possible.
Alright, all I need Megumi, Yuji, Nobar to meet up again. And
Nope,
fucking
nope, that's
happening.
not gonna happen.
Wait, how can that
One of
happen when
them's
two of them are
gonna die,
dead?
or two of them.
You're gonna
You know
have to
what?
watch season 1 to
Gojo
see
could
what
die.
Please.
And I wouldn't give a fuck. I would if Gojo dies, I would not.
Gojo's
give a
not
fuck.
dying.
He had
No,
it
no, no.
coming.
Gojo's not
hate
dying.
Gojo
He's
not
too
dying.
strong. He's too strong.
I just
Gojo.
want
Too strong.
We
I
won't
just
make
want
it.
to see my characters happy. Maki had her moment already. I saw her smile and that was lovely. Can we
At my
please
best.
see Yuji smile again? He has not smiled in like over 100 chapters.
Hey, yo,
Let's see.
hey, Toma
Yeah.
tips Miwa and Yuta. Wow,
Crazy.
interesting.
Have they
Wait.
even interacted once?
No.
They
You
haven't.
know.
That's
I mean-
how fandom works, though. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're
That's how
both
kind works,
sweet.
ladies and gentlemen.
They're
Yeah,
both
sometimes
sweet,
really
anxious
wholesome.
people. So,
Other
you
times
know.
it's like Bakugou and Midoriya.
Oh, I mean, no. Think about it, though. Think about it. Miwa and Yuta, the like two insane
Think
bloodlines.
about it. Oh
No,
my God.
also not Miwa and
Both
Yuta.
dead.
Think
He
about
said,
it.
hear me out.
We got the Kashimo bloodline with the Sugawara and Gojo foot like bloodline. Imagine that kid. That would be fucking overpowered as hell.
That is a pretty
Like
tough
Yuta with
character,
lightning.
I ain't gonna hold
It
you.
would be really strong, but
Man,
it's
Kyle,
not.
just thinking about
There's
the
a, you know, there's a chance that.
Designer
He don't even
baby.
care. He don't even care about the actual relationship. He just care about the goddamn
No,
thing.
if
Bro, I
we-
care about the
if
power
we
scale.
have
How strong
one
they kids is gonna be.
chapter,
That's
literally
literally how
one
DJ do,
chapter
bro.
of Yuta and Miwa interacting in like a cute way at all, you've got my vote. There you go.
Maybe.
No,
We'll
it's
see.
like-
But I just
Hey,
care about
no,
the
I
strong
said
power
that
scale.
DJ shit, bro.
DJ,
Come
yeah.
on.
Care about how strong the kids are gonna be.
Bro, DJ is always cooking. I swear to
You know,
God.
there's a chance their kids could be normal, right? Their kids could just.
In
normal.
JJK, absolutely not. In that cruel
You
world.
said what, Kaiyo?
No,
You say
in
DJ?
shonen, in shonen generally, absolutely not.
Yeah, no, Corey, I think, yeah,
Did
DJ
you
always
smile
cooks.
When Megumi woke up, that's good. We have gotten one whole Yuji smile within the past like 50 chapters. Let's go.
Somebody said Yuji ain't smiling ever again.
We
I meant-
I agree.
Probably not.
You want to see that boy
Yet to
smile? Go to
actually.
season 1.
Yeah, Megami's yet
I think
to
he'll
smile.
smile when he
see
dies.
it.
Counting how many times Yuji smiled every 10 chapters in JJK, and I think I got to chapter 50 and just got so depressed because of the fact that it just kept going down that I stopped.
Yeah.
Said Yuji
Damn.
smiled when Megami woke up from his
Yeah.
compost.
This
Did I
one.
read that wrong?
Compost.
No,
Woke
what
up
you
from
just
his
said.
compost, Reggie?
15-finger Megana is fucking stronger than 20-finger Sukuna.
And Sukuna?
Oh,
Who is stronger
Corey.
than
Corey.
Gojo? Stronger than
Huh?
15 finger Shibuya
Nah.
Sukuna? Hey, no. Red
and-
Bull,
Attention,
bro.
What is he
Six
cooking?
eyes
Bro,
limit
what
type.
was he cooking?
Damn, you guys
Yeah,
jumped
he-
it. You guys jumped Rego. Poor guy.
Who let him cook? What the fuck? Which one of you?
I mean,
Damn.
Which one of you
Man,
left
just put that in the
fucking air
oven and let
fryer
that
out?
simmer. I ain't hating. It's not bad. It's kind of comparable, low key.
I
Just
mean,
because of 10
yeah.
shadows.
I don't know
Air
though,
fryer
like,
provides
cause
automatic
it's
cook.
only 15 fingers. Like the amount of cursed energy that he has. It's
only
like 70
15 fingers. That thing destroyed a special great curse with little to no difficulty.
No, but I mean like compared to 20 fingered Sukuna, or let's say Gojo, it's not. I
5
don't
more
know.
fingies.
Yeah,
Fingies.
that 5 thing is
fair
gonna be
enough.
major.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
This
it's
is
so ahead of everyone else. It's like, it's not even fair.
But I mean, consider the
It's
like the
not
big difference between 8, 9 fingers and 15. Like there was a massive gap. Like it's not, it wasn't even comparable.
Large gap. Yeah.
So
it's
yeah,
crazy.
20 fingers is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
It says a lot about
20 fingers is
Gojo.
gonna be-
Gojo scales to 20 fingers, so you know it is what it is.
let me be honest, right? I said it
Gojo
myself.
21
I said Gojo's gonna lose against Sukuna in a fight.
No, Gojo's being his. I mean, unless he has the 10 shadows, Gojo would be his ass. Let's be real.
No.
Gojo's the God King.
Gojo will lose. Like the thing is that Gojo, as we see we saw in the Shibuya incident, right? Gojo still gives a fuck. That's his problem. He gives a fuck. That's what's stopping him.
Well, I guess that's two different things, though. Like losing and being weaker. So, like, let's say he loses because he hesitates, or Uraume does something underhanded. I could see that. But in terms of just who's stronger, I go Gojo.
Yeah, no,
Yuji
Gojo
versus-
is definitely stronger than like normal 20-finger
Yeah.
Sukuna, just because he might end up fighting 20-finger Megana in winning.
Oh,
Just because I
maybe.
feel like that's something that could occur.
Could you imagine the way the fight goes? Gojo shows up. He's like, haha. Hi, Sukuna. Sukuna just sends Mahoraga and says, "Go deal with him. I'm gonna take care of
Hollow
And then
Purple
he just
one-shots
one-shots
Mahoraga.
Mahoraga.
Exactly.
you." That's Mahoraga.
Damn purples.
Oh my goodness.
Just delete him from existence. Mahoraga's stronger
Once
than
Yuji gets
Oh,
his technique, I honestly would like for him to
Switch
kill
color.
Ryomen. I feel like that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, fire
Maybe
versus
interesting.
ice. Very
Because
fun.
I've seen a picture. I don't know why I can't find this shit. If anybody can find it, you a goat. It was a promotional poster that Gege drew up of all three of the characters, like just chilling, making poses. And fucking Yuji was the only person making the flame arrow that Sukuna was doing, the exact same finger
Really?
positioning and everything.
Oh,
But I
interesting.
remember it disappeared from the damn internet, and I'm like, wait, did he do that on purpose? Like, did he not
Source?
want anybody to
Nah,
see that
it's an
because it's
April
technically a
Fool's joke.
spoiler?
He was fucking with you, my guy.
A limitless user did fight a 10 shadows user to a draw, but here's the thing: they both died, and
To
Megumi
Mahoraga.
and Gojo implied that it was a fucking Mahoraga ritual, and we know Gojo
Megumi
scales way above
implied. We don't know
Mahoraga.
what happened. Megumi
Six
implied.
size user was a
Megumi
fucking punk.
implied it.
No, but we don't
Like,
even know how
Megumi
strong that
implied.
6-size user was. Like, for all we know, that 6-size user was weaker
That-
than
he was
Teen
probably
Gojo.
fucking-
Still has a limitless,
Teen Gojo
right? He
level,
still had
for all
neutral
we know.
limitless,
Mhm.
right? He still had neutral limitless.
It's
And Gojo
crazy.
can use that for like.
No, it's
days
interesting though,
straight,
because
so-
like Gojo in the light
They gotta
novels.
be. They're probably even weaker than fucking
Gojo
like.
was asleep, and Mahoraga was attacking him. Mahoraga could do nothing to Gojo because he has infinite infinity. Like, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm not
He's just gonna
arguing
have to
there, but I'm,
teleport around
I'm
that
saying that
Uh,
at the end of the day, neutral limitless, it's the ultimate defense. No matter
Yeah.
what size user is using it, like
Doesn't
it,
go
you
on.
can't hit someone you cannot hit. Right?
Unless Mahoraga
That's
activates
really-
domain expansion.
That's the
But
thing.
Gege, I mean, not Gege, fucking Sukuna
What did
did
you
make a
just say?
point. He said he's
So
only
how-
a fly waiting to be hit.
Yeah. So my question is, how did the 10 shadows user, even with Mahoraga, manage to kill this guy? That's my
That
Because
six
question.
size user was a
They
punk.
just got tired. I don't know what else to say.
I want to
Fair
say
enough,
either
I guess. Yeah,
tiredness
maybe,
or
yeah.
just catching him off guard. That's the only
Nah,
way.
I
'cause
think Corey's
as
is
it's
Corey's
seen with
right.
Gojo, if
Like,
you
if
can
you
break
really
his
think
focus,
about
you
it,
can get
he
him.
shouldn't. If you really think about, he shouldn't have lost that fight, even if that was like a 10, even if that was Mahoraga, because like, if you really think about it, that he must. It's not like they were fighting for 10 days straight, right? We don't know how long they were fighting for. I would assume it wasn't up to 10 days,
Excuse me.
right? I would assume it was maybe like 2 hours maximum. The 6 eyes give you unlimited cursed
They
energy.
don't give you unlimited cursed energy. They make it so you're able to optimize cursed energy output way more.
That's same
So-
thing.
You never run out,
Basically
technically.
same thing. Basically
The
same.
only
Oh.
reason
In layman's
Gojo is
terms.
the way he is because Gojo perfected his use of the 6 eyes and limitless. So,
And reverse curse technique.
yeah, and
Mhm.
reverse curse technique. So he's constantly refreshing his body with RCT, and because of his optimization through the 6 eyes, it doesn't cost anything. So he has infinite regen.
All right.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
it
That makes sense.
separates him a lot from any other 6
Plus, there was that like statement in the light novels. I don't know, because I take it with a big grain of salt, because it's Gojo saying that, and even the
Wait,
Daybooks
there's
say
a
that
light
Gojo.
novel? There's a light
Yeah,
novel?
there's like
Gojo light
4 or
novel.
3 light novels. Yeah. So in the Daybooks,
Okay.
obviously, it confirms like Gojo's perfect in every way except his personality, and we see at the end of the final arc in season 1, like pretty much everything Gojo says is wrong. It's like his only flaw. So that's why I take this statement from the light novels with a grain of salt. But in the light novels, he does say that the Gojo clan head from the HAIEN era was as strong as him. So there is that. It's a crazy statement. That's
Nah,
like
I
a
was
crazy
exactly
I
statement.
wouldn't have a
that.
problem with that statement, to be honest with you. I just
the
feel
HAIEN
like
era.
it's all about how you use your shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's also because of the fact that like that.
Wait,
Just one quick thing. That like Six Eyes user did transcend to become a vengeful curse. But you want to say Six Eyes then?
Oh, also, I forgot to say one thing.
That's fire,
So
actually.
He said
Yeah.
in the HAIEN era, while the 10 Shadows user and Limitless user that kill each other were like 500 years ago, if I remember.
Oh, well, then
400,
there we go. Yeah,
yeah,
then.
400.
So it
It's
wasn't
probably
in the
some.
HAIEN
It's just like
era.
Corey said. It's probably just some like fraud. Absolute.
Yeah, it's
Bum
like,
ass.
Fraud.
The
10
previous
has.
Six Eyes user was definitely not as strong
Is-
as Sake.
no,
I mean, he couldn't have been a bum, though.
Look,
He was a
unless you
fraud.
have the Limitless or any
Because you fighting 10 shadows, that's not pussy
that's
at all.
really
Like, that's a
busted,
tough
you're
one.
not winning. You can't do anything because the Six Eyes is basically made for the Limitless. It's made for Limitless.
What's
Yeah.
really cool about the Six Eyes is that if you slap them on any curse technique, it just instantly gets way cooler because they can do anything with curse technique.
I always say this. Like, could you imagine Mai having the Six Eyes?
Yeah, I think
Imagine-
Blaziken made a video on that.
With the Six
Well, even
Eyes,
then she would
it's
still be
literally
limited
just
'cause
a
of
god.
Maki.
Like
No, no.
Infinite curse
double
weapons.
bullets.
Blaziken,
Infinite rubber bullets.
Blaziken did make a
It's-
video on
it's
that
35.
where he
You gotta
gave
link
a
it
bunch of
bio.
characters the Six Eyes. And I think he gave Mai the Six Eyes
I
as
gotta
well.
peep that.
Yeah, it's pretty. How long ago was it? Like a couple months ago. It's really good. It's actually a really good video. Actually, that is a good time as well. I don't want to end it because like, stream's doing well. It's been fun talking, but I do have to go. So thank you though. Thanks like
You
Corey-
can't
Got a
go.
life.
yeah,
Stop
Corey,
people.
Kaizen,
We can do this
Lou,
again.
Maya. Thanks for coming by, guys. Thanks for coming on.
No,
This is quite fun.
No
yeah.
problem, man. Thanks for
It
having me
is
on
fun.
again.
It is fun.
This was a pleasure.
Yes,
my
sir.
Yeah.
This was a pleasure.
All right. Yeah. Thanks.
Anyway,
yeah.
sorry. Eclipse, are you still making that bet with me?
Oh.
Huh? What bet?
The bet.
Sukuna does not get hit once by Kashimo.
That's easy money.
No.
Take Kashimo. That's easy
That's
money.
easy money. You can do
That
it.
was easy.
I bet that.
I
Oh!
would, but I don't
Couple.
got.
Fair
You
enough.
don't have
Like,
I got
gamble.
shit to bet.
I don't
Make
have
a Hakari
enough
proud.
money. Listen, I don't have enough money to make a bet I can pay rent off of, so
Fair
not worth
enough.
the time.
enough. Fair enough. Damn.
All right. Well, take care, guys. Thanks again.
Yeah.
See you
Yeah,
guys. Bye.
See you guys.
Nice.
All right, now I wrap this up as well. Yeah, sorry I wasn't too active in the replying to the chat. It's tough to go and talking to people. Yeah, no, just to wrap things up here. Let me put the outro screen. Stream ending. Oh, is it visible? Yeah. Oh, my best of friendo. I think that's from before. Yeah, I just like refreshed from before. So yeah, no, Soma, Seven Sins, Ka, It's Joel, Tim. Everyone who came by, thank you. Oliver, especially, Oliver, everyone, thanks to the messages. I was reading the chat the whole time, Thank you. It was fun. It was really, really fun. So Iki, I saw you came 40 minutes. I saw that. You study programming? Yes, Soma, yes. So still struggling with the studying of the programming. But yeah, I do need to wrap it up. It's a shame. Streams are doing really well. Like, it was really fun talking. So I wish I could, keep streaming for, another hour or two, but I do have to go. It's pretty late in the UK. It's 10:40. Camden Moore, good to see you. Catchdog, that's a shame. Hey, Catchdog, I saw you your videos with Prodigy. I saw your videos of him. I see good videos. I see your channel for Catchdog. Catch you, mate. It's good seeing you though. Good seeing you. Enclave, thanks for being here, Enclave. A lot of soully messages. Camden Moore. I go here at the end, unfortunately. Man in the Cat profile picture. I love the profile picture. You love these collab streams? Yeah, I think they're really fun. I want to do more. Oliver. Just let me help. Actually, yeah, I'll let you know, Summer, for sure. Please, I'm struggling, Summer. I need your help. I'll message you on Discord. I'm just so inactive on Discord. Yeah, Trigger, thanks. Yeah, as well, you can always hop by. Always hop on, Trigger. I think with people who, I've known for a while, so, Seven Sins, Soma, Trigger, you guys, I'm okay if you guys come on the stream. For sure. You two and all, have a nice day. Yeah, keep up the good work, Catchdog. Seriously, just keep it up, stay consistent. Keep collabing, it's gonna pay off. You'll hit 1K in no time, man. In no time, you'll hit it. Best luck with the channel. Love the Naruto content. So with me again, yeah, take care, Seven Sins. But yeah, that's all, guys. I'm just gonna wrap it. That's pretty much wrapping up the outro. Thank you for everyone who came by the stream. Again, sorry I wasn't too active reading messages. It's not easy when everyone's talking. But Much love. All right. Take care, guys. Have a nice night or day or wherever you are in the world. Yeah, just I hope things go well for you. All right. Peace out. Secret ending? Whoa, secret ending. If you stayed this long, you saw the secret ending. Secret ending is Kashimo is going to fold Sukuna with his curse technique.